Welcome back to another episode of BTE TV. Today, we got on my boy, DJ Everman.
What's up, brother?
We're bringing him back. We brought him back.
Thanks for coming on, DJ. It's good to see you again.
Good to be back hanging out with you guys and talk about some stuff, very important stuff we're talking about today. I'm glad to be here for it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was, because I thought about doing this, and it popped in my mind whenever I saw you down there by...
Oddfellows.
Down by Oddfellows, yeah. I was all like, dude, I want to bring DJ on to talk. And, like, you was just, like, the perfect person I felt like that I could bring on. Because, you get a bunch of different perspectives. You get someone that's younger, someone that's older, someone that don't even deal with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Greg don't even deal with this shit.
I deal with other people in my life.
I wish it. I want to know what goes through somebody's head that don't deal with mental illness.
I'm assuming a lot of confidence.
Bro, I swear to that you gotta just wake up and feel good every day, do you? That's why you be outside. He be out in the side in the morning barefoot.
That's what keeps me.
Yeah,
like
he's doing a little grounding.
I do a lot of things to make myself feel good, and I actually can measure it. I can not go outside barefoot and sit in the sun for an hour every day or for a day, and I feel like shit. Also, I can tell by which foods I eat.
But do you feel like shit, or do you want to kill yourself?
Yeah, I don't want to kill myself.
Okay, well, see what I'm saying?
But I think all that little shit adds up. I think all these little things I do make my day better. By the time I get to work or whatever, I'm like, all right, I feel good. Where if I don't do all those little things, then I get to work, I'm sluggish. I don't want to do shit. I just want to sit down. I'm tired. I don't want to talk to people because I have all these people coming in. And I got to have these little 1-minute conversations with everybody. So if I do all the steps that I need to do prior, it seems to help. And I've only been doing it for like 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a big difference. I mean, I've lost 30 pounds. Aside from that, I mean, which also helps you kind of feel better.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then just, I can tell energy levels.
Yeah.
This is just like if I sit in the sun for an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just little shit like that.
Yeah, and they know that stuff, all that stuff definitely helps. We should all be doing it. We should be out with our toes in the grass every morning, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten processed food or seed oils or nothing.
He's on the carnivore diet right now, which I would like to get on a diet like that. I just don't cook for myself. I have people cook for me.
Yeah.
Or I just eat out, you know what I mean? I made taco salad the other day, but it sucked.
Well, it's basically just eggs and hamburger or steak or chicken. It's just eggs and shit. But I'm not even really tired of it. I'm just like, I need to find different ways to cook it all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll make like hamburger with taco seasoning or just plain hamburger with salt and pepper. And, you know, you just do some seasonings to it and you'll get through it. And you get satiated so well. Like you eat until you don't want to eat no more and then you just don't eat no more.
Yeah.
Whereas back when I was eating like carbs, noodles, pasta, I love all that shit.
Yeah.
Fruit, vegetables, I love all that shit. But I always felt like shit when I got done eating. And now I just feel full and I have energy.
So you didn't full carnivore then, just like...
Aside from beer.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm the alcoholic carnivore.
Yeah.
And it worked. I mean, still be drinking beer every day.
Yeah.
And to lose 30 pounds.
I was going to say, to lose weight while drinking, because I know that's been...
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, because mine's definitely went the other way, because I went... Despite how much I kind of drink now, I didn't drink really till about 4 years ago. And at that time, I was actually on a big health kick because all the mental stuff. Lost like 60 pounds, was eating good. And then through some more depression came in, taking care of a father, losing a father and stuff, I just went back to eating crazy heavy. And the depression kind of dug in deep again.
I am about to reintroduce some fruits and vegetables because I feel like I just watch all this health shit all the time, and I feel like some of it's necessary. Like any kind of berry, I think you need for like antioxidants, cancer prevention, shit like that. So I'm just, you know what I mean? You only get to do this once. Might as well run some tests on myself and see.
Yeah.
But I haven't got any blood work done either.
Yeah.
So I should probably do that, but I'm scared of needles. So.
I'm with you on that. Blood drawn, I start getting a little woozy.
I pass out if I get a shot or a blood drawn or anything. So that's why I haven't done it in 10 years.
You know what's crazy to me is, was you one of those people whenever you go through depression, do you lose weight or gain weight?
I gain weight because I eat because it feels good. You know what I mean? To eat carbs and all.
I'm
this
not
stuff.
a real big eater at once though. If I sit down and eat, I can eat a whole lot at once.
Yeah.
But I snack throughout the day is my problem.
Yeah. Well, I'll do that and I'll eat a bunch at once too.
Yeah, I can't sit down and eat a lot. But I see people that be like, "Oh, I'm going through depression, so like I'm losing weight." I'm like, man, you got to be a lucky.
I wish I had that kind of depression.
Bro. Yeah, I was like, Jesus, because I swear, bro, like Like some days, bro, I'll just be sitting down and I'll hear myself getting fatter.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, all my clothes I play music and shit in. It's I look like what's the sign? I look like a can of busted biscuits trying to open like above the shirt, above the waistband. It looks like I'm just popping out, blowing
I
up
put
out
these
top
sweatpants
of
on today because I just wanted to remind myself, like, bro, like, because these bitches are tight on me now. These used to be so big on me. I got pictures where these was huge on me. And I just wanted to remind myself, like, bro, you're a fat piece of shit. And some days that's what you got to do.
If you did carnivore for a month,
Yeah, well, cook it for me. Like, if you care about me that much, like you say, what's so hard about being like, hey, Ricky, come up and pick up this plate of food real quick?
I do a lot of shit in one day.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Every
Like,
day.
but that you make excuses. You're already doing it. Can't just make a little bit more.
Well, I'm cooking. I got to cook for my kids.
I would even buy my own food. I would buy food, stock it up at your house, and you just be like, hey, here's your plate. Come grab it.
Bro, it's
You see what I'm saying, though? But you care about me, buddy. Like, literally. You know what I mean? Like,
hamburger, bacon, eggs, chicken.
it's
Is
great.
the
All you got to
easiest
do
shit.
is say, yeah, you don't care about me.
That's not what I'm saying, bro.
That's what it sounds like, right?
I mean,
You're already doing it. You already
I'm
cook
already
every day.
frustrated having to do it for myself.
Okay, so you want me to... No, I'm depressed. You want me to be frustrated and kill myself over fucking up, burning some eggs? You know what I mean? Think about it, bro.
I'll give it some thought.
Because, listen, last night, bro, I was all like, man... last night I was going through some shit. I was just sitting there. Because here lately I've been surrounding myself with people again. And I got out of that stage for a while where I was just content with being alone. I was like, okay. But recently I've been around a lot of people. So last night I wasn't. And I was like, man, this sucks because now I'm just sitting here. I don't have my game system no more. I'm sitting here. I'm watching No Jumper. Depressed. I was all like, I got to get out the house. So I went down to Tim Hortons, got me hot chocolate because it was freezing out last night. Wanted to feel like a little baddie. Went and sat over top of the fucking Portsmouth and just chilled, you know what I mean? And yeah, bro. You know what I
It
mean?
helped too, didn't it? Get
Well,
out.
yeah, I felt really good. And while I was up there, I was like, man, I need to do something. Because I'm not one of those people. The only time I like talking about my depression or something is if I'm on here or something like that. You mean, like, I just can't, I don't go up to no one like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my life sucks. You know what I mean? I don't do that. So then last night I was thinking, though, I was all like, I could do TikTok videos and just talk about it. Because in a way, that's me, like, talking to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could do those little videos and shit. It might fuck around and help somebody else. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I have zero doubt that it will help other
Yeah,
people.
well, I've had a lot of people slide up on my shit
Yeah.
today and tell me, keep doing these. And also, whenever I was praying last night, I told myself, I was like, what is the, you know what I mean? I'm 28 years old. Like, what is my purpose, dude? You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Like, because I feel like I'm getting old now, and I want to be somebody. Like, I don't know how much time I'm going to have in my life, you know what I mean? And if I want to do something, I want to do it now.
Yeah.
And I was like, while I was laying in bed last night, I was like, what the fuck is my purpose? Like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck do you want me to do? Because I know you don't want me to work a real job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
For
know
real.
that?
I
You're
know
like-
it, bro. He gave me way too many. He made me too talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm too good at talking to people. I'm too good at talking. I'm too good at entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is my purpose, bro? Like,
Do you believe that things?
I truly believe that God has gave me every single gift to be somebody. But
You
I
believe
just
that
don't
there's
know
like
where
a-
it starts and how to get there.
like a time, like it's like, all right, you just reach like a point where it's like, okay, this is it's time now.
Do
Like-
I think that?
Yeah. Or do you think that it's just like you have to make it happen?
I
Or-
think that he's gave me every aspect of somebody that can do that. Like he's gave me every ability to do something. I truly believe that. Like I said, whenever I was praying last night, I said that I was like, dude, you gave me every gift. You mean you made it to where I can talk to people. People can relate with me. And then what I will say though is right after I got done praying, I got on TikTok, and whenever I was on TikTok, I was watching this interview with Chael Sonnen and Joe Rogan. They was talking about Joey Diaz, and they was talking about how Joey Diaz got famous. That Joey Diaz was just talking about his story, was just like posting some of the shit of his story, and the people was like liked it and shit, and they was like you mean interested in it, and he was like, I didn't even feel like my story was nothing crazy, and that's how I feel. I don't feel like my story was nothing crazy, but shit, it might be to some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whenever I was talking to Dante and Willie the other day. We was just having a conversation. No, we was watching TV and they was talking about these dudes were talking about how they've been raided and shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, why are they talking about that? It's like everybody's been raided. Like, who hasn't been fucking rated?
We talked about that on last pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they thought I was joking. I was all like, no, like, have y'all not been rated before?
Yeah, and I haven't.
And then, yeah, well, that's, in my head, I thought everybody has. Shit, we got rated like fucking, like I said, like 4 times. Shit, from like whenever I was like 11 and 12, all the way until I moved out. You know what I mean? And
I only got one. I only got one raid under my belt.
Do you? Yeah, dude, they would come and wake us up with ARs in our face and shit. That shit was lit. But yeah, so like, but like I said though, I saw that video. It was like right after I got done praying, I started seeing these videos that was like talking about telling your story and all this other shit, and I was like, could that be it? Could that, you know what I mean? Like I felt like that was like a kind of a sign to me. I know that sounds weird as fuck.
That's interesting. I mean, I can see why you'd be like, maybe that was.
Yeah, because shit like that usually don't pop up on my shit.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Like it's shit like you don't normally see.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it was just a few. It was like videos back to back, that it was all like real like motivational videos, and I was all like, because I said, I asked God, I was like, bro, like what is my purpose, dude? Like what the fuck am I supposed to do?
And then you see videos that you don't normally see.
That, like,
I mean, I would take that as a sign.
And that's what I was all like. That's what I was saying. That's why I was all like. That's why as soon as I woke up this morning, as soon as I opened up my eyes, first thing I did was shot that other video. You know what I mean? I shot that other video on depression as soon as I woke up, as soon as I opened up my eyes. And I was all like, if I shoot this video, I was like, even though you don't want to get out of bed, shoot this video, shoot the first couple seconds of it, get up out of bed, boom, boom, brush your teeth, get ready, shoot the second part of the video, finish waking up, go outside, shoot the rest of the video. So it made me like get up and get out. You know what I mean? On top of that, on top of feeling like that's what I was supposed to do today. You know what I mean? So it just felt good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like I said, though, I know some people don't believe in God and shit, but I don't know. Dude, like I said, I just feel like there's just no way that he's not real. Because that dude will do a lot for you. And I feel like I'm super blessed and that's one thing why I can never understand why I'm so depressed. Because I feel like I'm a super blessed person.
Well, that's the thing about depression. I feel like people, you could have $1 billion and still be depressed. It's not even like a choice.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to realize that. I used to be like, well, what the fuck are you sad about? Like, worse shit happens to other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, some people...
And it's like, it's not even it's not like they're choosing it.
You know what?
You can have perfect conditions and still deal with it for sure.
Yeah, well, do you know what is the cause of your depression? Do you know or no?
Not really. I don't really know. I mean, I do. I always like... Because mine hit me. I know I dealt with it before I had the panic disorder, like when I was about your age when that hit me. But like, I feel like what brought a lot of it on was just my own poor choices, working out of town, quit jobs, and always kept myself under stress. I think, which made things worse. I think I was dealing with it even in the good times, but it just obviously ramps up and gets worse if you constantly put yourself under the gun.
Well, I feel like that's the part that was always confusing for me. Was like, is this like a chemical imbalance, or is this because of outside things coming into your life?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it can be both, but that's what I was going to say. A lot of people be like, you got to find what made you depressed. Like people will message me because, like I said, I'll post on Facebook about my shit. People will message me about like, you got to find the root of what made you depressed. Like, dude, I don't fucking know. Like, as long as I can remember, I've been depressed. I was on antidepressants, dude, back whenever I was like 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was on Zoloft and shit. And yeah, I don't remember. I don't know what would make me depressed.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I wake up and I know that my life's better than a lot of people's.
Yeah.
And it's not even like trying to be funny. Like I know like, I do live a good life. I have everything. I have a home. You know what I mean? I have everything that you need to survive. So I know that I probably shouldn't have reason. There's people out there. But also, though, it wasn't that I was given none of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't given none of this. I got this shit because I was like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, motherfucking, I don't know.
Did it run in your family? Like, do you have other family members like dealing with like depression and stuff? Do you know like other?
I don't know. I don't know none of my. I grew up with my mom, my dad, and my brother. That's it.
Yeah,
I didn't have like grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins.
So they didn't. You don't think they dealt with? You don't think they deal with like a depression or nothing?
My mom and dad.
Mom, dad, and brother or anything?
My brother. So last night, me and my brother talked, and it was the first time my brother's ever said some shit like this. He was like, "Are you all right?" Because I called him and I was like, "Hey, do you want to go get a beer or something?" He was all like, "No." He's like, "I'm just sitting here eating ice cream and watch TV." I was like, all right. I called him a fat ass. He was like, "Have you saw yourself lately?" And I was like, "Well, buddy, I called you because I was trying to like keep you from killing myself." You know what I mean? But all right, you know what I mean? Talk to you later. Boom. And then he called me back and was all like, "What did he say?" He said, "Oh, I deal with a lot of stuff myself." Blah blah. He was all like, "I was just making." He said, "You look sad whenever I told you I wouldn't drink a beer with you," and I was all like, "But my brother's never. He's never said no shit like that to me. I don't know what he goes through." But I know whatever he does go through, he hides it better than I do.
Hey, yeah, a lot of people. That's what's important about what you're doing on TikTok and this conversation is that
to let
it should
motherfuckers
be.
know,
Yeah.
Because like I said, I feel like it does help. Like I said, I have people message me all the time about it. Like they'll be like, "Oh, the way you open up about it, blah blah." They'll be like, "Because you." A lot of people be like, "Because you're so wild and you're so outgoing and shit." People wouldn't think that you deal with that type of shit. And I feel like the main reason why I am the way I am is to deal with this shit.
That's actually very common. I just listened to some shit again the other day, and that's what they was talking about. Like they was talking about cynicism, but like you almost create a bubbly version of yourself because it's just your outlet to get away from that depression.
Because like, bro, it's like I can sit around and joke all the time, or just sit around and be serious and sad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and I that might be one of the big reasons why I am why I do joke so much. But like I said though, it is what it is. I fucking face it head on. I've had a lot of people recently. My mom. Oh, get back to what you were saying. My fault. I got ADHD too. Yeah, my mom though. I don't know if my mom and dad deal with depression. I know. I mean they've been drug addicts my whole life. So I mean, maybe they deal with shit.
And in fact, that's one of the things.
See, I used to hate on drug addicts, but now, like especially like now, right this minute, I realize that I'm like covering up a lot of shit with drinking. Yeah. What I just told you right a minute ago, I was like,
it's an escape.
Yeah. And maybe that's why people do drugs. I don't know, dude.
Well, I mean, it's part of it. There's many things that might lead you down that road of drugs or something, but absolutely escaping whatever your circumstances are, that depression, because it's going to feel good. It's going to get your mind in other places. Just the same way we might use alcohol or
so whenever I'm sober, I'm like real, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Unless I'm doing something. Like if I got something keeping my mind off shit, that's different. But if I'm like just sitting downstairs by myself, oh my God, I'm in a dark place.
Yeah, I can't have I'm not good at like in silence. I don't want to hear my thoughts.
Listen, I'll sit in the silence, bro, and I'll sit in complete dark. Have you ever walked in here? I've just been in complete. Mm-hmm. I'll sit in the complete dark, bro, by myself for hours, dude. I done it, dude, for a month straight. Whenever we wasn't dropping no videos. I'm talking about I didn't leave my house. I didn't walk out. I didn't walk to the front porch. I didn't go get food. I had people bring my cigarettes, my food. You mean all that shit? I didn't walk out my front door for a month. But whenever I drink that way I can like kind of feel shit. You know what I mean? Like feel different shit. Cause like I'm really never. Whenever I'm sober, I don't know if I just try to block shit off or what. But I don't know what I'm trying to block off is a weird thing.
Well, I think alcohol and drugs are both used to put all that shit in the back. Yeah. Put that shit on the back burner. Enjoy yourself with some alcohol or drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But see, alcohol don't do that for me. Whenever I start drinking, though, it makes me feel. You know what I'm saying?
Makes you feel more depressed?
No, it makes me just. Like, I'm not a real emotional guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm sober. But then whenever I'm drunk, I feel like I'm letting out my emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Which emotions, though?
Whatever emotions I feel that day. Sometimes Dante sees them. Sometimes I'm mad. Sometimes I'm never really sad, am I, when I'm drunk? I'll be mad.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Alcohol and drugs make people happy, I think.
Masks it for a while.
I mean, I know that I'm going to drink alcohol every day. So no matter what, I think that could be a thing too. Like I know that every single day I'm going to drink a few beers at least. Yeah. Right. So I have that to look forward to every day. Yeah. And I know that, and I don't think I'm like chemically depressed or anything. Yeah. Obviously shit happens in everybody's lives that sucks, but it's like I know I have that to look forward to every single day. Yeah. So that's why I'm just like I can let shit roll off. Like all right, no big deal, whatever. Yeah. I'll forget about this later on tonight when I'm drinking some beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I have to look forward to, dude. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I have nothing to look forward to.
Well, just the good timing of it, I mean, well, I see what you're saying. I was taking that the wrong way, but
I think that you could do. I mean, I'm not suggesting anybody do that because obviously alcohol is bad for you, but
drink a beer every day.
You drink excessively every time you drink.
Yeah, I know.
And not every time, but a lot of times, your nights don't end well.
They usually end pretty good.
I'm saying not every time.
90% of the time they end well.
Right, but all it takes is something. That's why I worry about whenever you're like, "Oh, I'm getting drunk tonight," because it's like,
I mean, sometimes there's been like
something bad could happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's always,
and a few times bad shit has happened.
Yeah, there's sometimes that bad stuff happens,
and it's like I feel like if you could get to a place, which I don't even think this is a healthy thing to say, but if you get to a place where you were drinking moderately and it was like helping you get through the day because it was like, oh, I got that to look forward to, then, you know, like if you were like me, like I just go home and drink and sit around and talk to my kids and my fiance, and I go to bed.
Yeah, you kind of just gave me some of the worst advice I've ever.
I probably was. I'm not.
Yeah, I think I just need to quit drinking. Do you know what I mean? And maybe just deal with whatever I got going on.
Well, that's absolutely. I mean, for any of us dealing with depression like that, we should definitely not drink. I drink way too much now.
Yeah.
I mean, it never gets self-destructive or nothing. I'll sit there and learn some music or something like that.
Mine gets bad, bro. Listen, if I start drinking, like, so I'm drinking whenever we get done with this. We'll start drinking around like 6, 7.
Yeah.
And usually I'll be blacked out by 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Completely out.
Wow.
Like completely out.
Oh shit.
Talking about puking all over the place.
So you just hammer quickly.
Bro, I do shot back to back.
I usually get there quick. The wife always jokes like if they're all drinking ahead of me, she's like, he'll catch up quick. Don't worry.
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
So you said you only started drinking like 4 years ago?
Not even really. I mean, I would have a random drink here and there, but like I never would
consistently.
Travel.
So you've been drinking how often? Like daily for 4 years?
Yeah, I mean not daily, but almost daily. Especially more recent since Dad had passed. You know that because it was just an escape. You know, but yeah.
How much though?
I mean,
just enough to take the edge off, or are you like?
I don't ever. I can stop. You know, I'll stop myself. I don't like. I get that energy though, where I could. The wife always says you got your second wind now because I'll just be relaxed, and all of a sudden it kicks in good times, you know. But I couldn't tell you how much I drink because I'm cheap, so I'll buy a handle and then just drink on it till it lasts. I'm not finishing no big bottles like that. I mean,
I get a half gallon and we finish that.
Yeah,
every time.
I mean, maybe it's around a pint or something like that, maybe, and that's
which is a lot.
That's still a lot of liquor, yeah. That's still
a lot.
Spread out, you know.
I can't stop. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's why I have brothers and family members that deal with it.
If I take one shot, bro,
it's all on. It's all the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going until my body physically cannot.
Makes you
stop. I had some lady in here the other day, and we was talking about people that do drugs and shit, and she was like something about me doing coke. She thought I did coke. Yeah, and I was like, I've never did a drug in my life. Yeah, and she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, why the fuck would you even think I did drugs? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. And she was like, just the way you party. She was like, people don't party like that. Because, like I said, if we start now, what time is it right now? If we would start, it's 5:30. So say I would start at 6 o'clock. We could go from 6 o'clock right now until about 8 in the morning without.
Oh yeah. That's what I grew up seeing it because my brothers and stuff partied like that, and I think that was one of the reasons the advantage where I didn't drink for all them years when I was younger. I was like, I got to make sure I avoid that situation because it was they wouldn't be able to stop, and it would be we got all kinds of jokes about them getting kicked out of every damn bar.
Yeah, I've been kicked out of a lot of.
I'd be like, how many bars do you get kicked out of? All of them. That would be their answer. Every one of them.
I've been kicked out of every bar around here besides JJ's, and I don't know why they didn't kick me out. It's not JJ's. It's JJ's Shenanigans or whatever. Yeah. Where all the black people go.
I don't know where anybody goes. I don't go to bars.
What it is? Yeah. So they should have kicked me out because I was so fucked up. One night, I was standing there in the front door pissing out the front door. I don't know why they didn't kick me out.
I mean, I feel like that would have been a legitimate reason.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have blamed them. Then I went to Noggins, left there, went to Noggins, went in there, ordered 5 more shots, took them, puked on the table, threw the money in the puke, and walked out. They didn't kick me out neither, bro. A lot of places won't kick me out. Dirties, shout out Jody and Brandon, love y'all. There's been...
Oh, you put them through it.
I put them through hell. There's a lot of times I'll start drinking. I'll go behind the bar, start getting my own drinks. Yeah.
Take his pants off.
I'll get naked in that motherfucker. Stand up on the bar.
Oh, hell.
Dude, like, I go down there and I'm a fucking menace. They have kicked me out a couple times. One time I was blacked out drunk in there, and I was pulling my gun out and spinning around at people and shit. They did kick me out for that one. They gave me a 30-day ban. And which is understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been a lot of times that they shouldn't allow me to come back, but they have, and they've stuck with me through all this. And now I go down there, and I'm sometimes a decent human. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you fuck up. You know what I mean? I went down there. I remember it. I went down there, and because I remember Cheyenne was barred, and I was like, "Oh, I can get you in." I was like, "I can get you in." We walk up there, and they was all like, "Actually, Rick, you're barred for 30 days too." I was like, "For what?" They showed me a video. They said, "Here's a video you pulling guns on people inside the bar." Oh, that ain't even me. They said, "Don't no one else. Ain't no one else as big as you got the face tattoos and shit like that."
Now you think doing that like that, where that's like that outlet, is that where you're just letting it all out in those moments, like you don't want to? Does that help you unplug from all the shit, but pre-drinking, before you're drinking, like the darkness and stuff like that, or do you still stay in a dark place while you're drinking?
No,
Whenever
I'm drunk. See, now, I used to get like real sad. Like I used to get real sad whenever I drink, and now I don't. I ain't been a sad drunk in a long time.
Yeah.
I just get fucked up. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I said, I black out, so I really don't know what I'm doing.
Gotcha.
I know that sometimes I'll start playing my gun.
Yeah.
Which is, terrible. But I do it because, you feel me?
Yeah, that's where your mind's at.
Because you're drunk.
No, that's not why I'm doing it, buddy. That's not why I'm doing it.
You're thinking now I could do it now. I could do it now.
Yeah, I play. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, like the other night, I was playing around and I was like, man, I could fuck their night up right now just by shooting myself in front of them.
That's a crazy thing to think. I just
Yeah,
want
he
to
was
ruin
right there.
somebody else's night.
That is thoughts that go, on the depression front. Like how often you have those type of thoughts.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I
I've
deal
never
with them
been
regularly. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I know I could sit here and say I would never. I don't believe I would ever hurt myself or not. But
Yeah.
them thoughts get in your head frequently. Like I'd be better off if I was just gone. It'd be better for which it would not be.
At
But
all,
it'd be
at
better
all.
for the wife or the kids if I just wasn't around. You know what I mean? Shit like
It
that.
just fucks up everything. It fucks up everything.
Yeah. It's-
You killing yourself fucks everything up. And but like me, I always tell myself like, because obviously no, I've had a few breakdowns. Like I've broke down a couple of times just being overwhelmed with life. I remember one time. This is after me and my baby mom was already broke up and shit. This is why I respect my baby mom sometimes. You know what I mean? Because even though like a lot of times I can hate that bitch. That bitch has been there for me whenever, like, I was really, like, fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I remember one time, I don't even know what was going on, dude. I was just overwhelmed. I was going through with all the shit with her. I had the kids all the time, and I was just, like, it was just always something. Everything in my life, I wasn't, you know what I mean? Didn't have money like I used to. I was just, everything was fucked up. And I remember I called her one day, and I was like, I need you to come get the kids. I was all like, I'm in a bad fucking, this was one of the first times, like, that I was ever like, dude, I was like, well, if she takes the kids, I was like, as soon as they leave, I'm killing myself. I was in the bathroom. But she come in there and shit, and she was just, like, super nice, gave me a hug and shit. Was all like, boom, boom, like, just told me, like, how good of a dad I was and shit. But like I said, certain shit like that helps. Because, there's a lot of times you just, like, you're failing as a person. Even if you're not, you just feel that way. You just feel down. You know what I mean? Like, right now, I'm only 28. That's still relatively young, but it's getting older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like
I'm supposed to do this by now. I'm supposed to do this by now.
Like I said, I was praying last night, and I was like, bro, I'm getting old. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, if we're going to do this, we got to do it now. I at least want to fucking, if I blow up, be able to have, like, at least 10 good years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think I'm making it past 40. Yeah, I just, the way I live and the way my body is, just getting old and how broke down I am now, I just don't see me living a long life.
Do you think everything's reversible, though?
What are you talking about, me just losing weight?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's part of it.
Well, I mean, maybe if you would cook for me and put me on the carnivore diet, then go.
But I'm talking about, yeah.
No,
like,
I don't think so, because I just feel like there's...
You think there's no beating depression?
Do I think there is?
Yeah, like you...
Oh, buddy. Oh, my God. I've been battling with this shit my whole life.
But so you don't think you could beat it?
I think you can bring yourself out of it. I don't think there's no beating it. I think that, because it creeps up on you out of nowhere. Like, you'll be having the best time. The best fucking time, dude. Everything can be going great, and then all of a sudden you just slowly feel... It'll run everything. It'll run everything. It'll run every relationship you got with people. Like, that's a lot of times when I mean you argue, it's because I'm starting to go through shit.
I always know.
Yeah.
Like I know. I was thinking a couple days ago. I was like, I can tell that little difference that you get in the beginning.
Yeah.
I know.
It's the start of me going through something.
Yep.
And like I said, you're one of the closest. You and Robert are the closest two people to me. So whenever I'm going through shit, you're the only two I really talk to about anything. So you and I talk to you way more than I do to Robert about shit. You're like the closest person to me. So whenever I go through anything, you're like the first person to get all of it. You know what I mean? So I'm just like let out like a lot of meanness to you, and then I gotta try to talk myself into like, oh, you gotta quit being a dickhead to Greg.
Yeah.
But I'm not even realizing I'm being a dickhead. I'm just going through so much.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, and it's hard on your circle, your people. You know, whether
and I
it be
know it
wife and
sucks.
kids or
I
your
couldn't,
best friends.
I couldn't deal with somebody who was like me.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I can't deal with people with any. If you're a depressed person, I don't want you around me. Do you know what I mean?
Well, because it can kind of
fuck
it
me
does
up.
it will make it.
I was
make
talking to
it,
him about this the other night. I was like, bro, if someone's like that and they're around me, it will fuck me up, dude. Like, if say we're sitting here having a drink and you just start talking about how bad your life sucks, how bad your problems are. Oh, buddy, I'm gonna go try to hang myself.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna talk to you about it. I'm just like, all right, I'll see you in a minute. Go to my bathroom. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like people like on the outside, because I don't think Kelly would mind me saying this. For years, Kelly thought she had depression and anxiety, and so I'm obviously dealing with this kind of stuff from Ricky periodically. I'm dealing with her in the house every day, and she's going through what she thinks is depression and anxiety, which, fun fact, depression and anxiety in females presents, or ADHD in females presents as depression and anxiety oftentimes. So Kelly actually just recently got on ADHD medication, and her doctors, like, she had to tell her doctors, like, I believe, or can we just try ADHD medication? So she took ADHD medication, and she's not having the same symptoms as she thought as she had when she thought she had depression and anxiety. So I think when I'm dealing with it from like Ricky, and when I was dealing with it with Kelly, it was just like, I don't know what to do, because I can't even really relate. Like, I've had sad times in my life. I've went through hard things, but it was never like, I feel like I've been able to just be like, all right, terrible thing happened, be sad for however long you're gonna be sad, and then you're just done being sad about it.
Being sad and depressed are two different things.
I know, and that's why I feel like it's hard for people that don't deal with it to
understand it,
to really get it.
I wish I don't understand it, and I've been dealing with it for my whole life. I'd still, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. And I never really talked to people about it. Whenever I was younger, I never talked to nobody about it. You know what I mean? Whenever I was younger, dude, I never would tell. Like, come on, you know how gay you'd feel walking up to somebody.
You got to be tough. You know,
like, bro, I'm sad. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of gay?
Well, that's a hard
shit is
thing. I think men dealing with even if
and that's why
anything.
And that's why I feel right now. I feel like right now is the best time, because I'm such a manly man and everybody knows me. I feel like right now is the best time for me to start talking about it, because I've had a lot of people hit me up lately. Dude, it's okay to be sad. You know what I mean? Like, it is. It really is okay to be sad.
Now
I
wish.
wish.
That's new for men.
Fuck the nowadays. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
I'm saying socially.
If I would have knew back then what I know now, just about like how me talking about it would make me feel a little bit better, I'd have done it a long time ago.
Yeah,
you know
I think you would have, because you're okay with not following social norms. But I think for a lot of people,
they
follow the social norms, and it's not okay for men to be sad.
And that's why right now that I'm doing the shit on TikTok, because just in case you don't want to get up and talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I just had some girl message me. Hold on, I'm about to read this message real quick. She said, hold on, let me find this. Right here. She slid up on my video and said, please continue doing these. I said, I am. I said, they help me. I said, it's my way of talking to someone. She said, that's actually a good idea. I've never thought of it that way. I ain't got no one to talk to, so I might just have to start doing these same type of videos. I said, do it. I said, it'll make you feel a lot better.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But shit like that, though, like, dude, like, because
it's important for people to hear, because people don't want to talk about it. They're embarrassed, they're ashamed. But I know the first bunch of years I did it, I felt...
You feel weird.
I felt weak. Like, this ain't what a man's supposed to. You know, I'm not supposed to deal with this. I just get over it. And I was even one of the times I was in the hospital. It was over my, because the depression eventually turned into panic disorder for me. But had a nurse tell me, my husband was going through that. I told him he just had to get over it. Like, fucking, I wish I could just get over it. Trust me, if I could just get the fuck over it, I'd just get over it. But getting it out, you don't want to hold that shit in.
Yeah.
It's just going to fester and turn into more shit. You know.
Who have you talked to about it?
I was in. I ain't been to therapy for a while now, but I ended up there was a little, he retired now. I was seeing him when he retired. There was a little Japanese doctor, Dr. Kang, that I went for the first several years, like 3 years everywhere I went. They just treated me like I was somebody trying to get pills and shit, when I've never messed with pills or nothing. And, so they just make you feel this tall, which don't help you if you're depressed and dealing with that bullshit anyways. And finally got into this guy that just diagnosed me right away, and just took his time with me, seeing me every week. Then it was every couple of weeks, and it was, you get out to where you don't have to go, but every so often, or when you want to go, and to talk and just get it out.
Did you talk to your wife about it?
Yeah, I mean, not as much as I should. That was another thing I was going to bring up too, is that with people around you, like she's seen, obviously we've been together almost 30 years. She'd seen me go through it. I never really, she didn't really understand it either. She ended up having, probably from being around my ass, it ended up affecting her. Like, she started having some panic disorders at one point. And when she did that, she realized, like, holy shit, I didn't realize, like, it's that intense.
Yeah.
Like, So we would talk, but I mean, I would more like shut down. You know, there was 3 years where I didn't hardly get out of bed, couldn't fucking have sex, couldn't go to kids' ball games, couldn't do nothing. Just my friends thought that I was doing hard shit because I just was so just out of it. You know, just
yeah, it really fucks with it.
Well,
fucks
you think
with
you're broken, you know.
Yeah, it fucks with your everyday life. It fucks with, like, dude. Okay, so I got diagnosed with being bipolar whenever I was 11 or 12. It was one of them. I was 11 or 12 when I got diagnosed with being bipolar, and that's whenever they started putting me on medicine. I was on medicine before that. I got put on medicine whenever I was like 7, type shit. You know what I mean? I was on Ritalin, Strattera, Focalin, and Zoloft. But I got put on Zoloft when they found out I was bipolar. But I was on all the medicines. You know what I mean? And dude, and they never made me feel better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I got diagnosed with being ADHD, bipolar, blah blah. I used to go to Shawnee Mental Health. Now, whenever I'd go to Shawnee Mental Health, I had this. I don't remember the girl's name, but she was someone that, like, I would talk to her and shit. I would tell her about how I felt and shit.
Yeah.
And she was actually a good lady. I liked talking to her. She'd pick me up from school, take me to the dairy bar, do all that little shit. And then I remember she retired or something or moved, and then I just never talked to no one else. My mom recently, because my mom got her leg cut off and shit, and you know what I mean. And I messaged my mom not too long ago, and I said this. I was all like, "You're one of the main reasons why I feel like that I couldn't let this little battle, you mean, fuck me up." Because my mom now, since she got her leg cut off, is clean.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs no more.
Yeah.
Which she's sad, but she's always in a good mood. She's, out there cleaning up her yard with one leg. She's driving again already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how to learn how to drive with her left leg instead of her right leg. She's just doing all this shit, and I was like, that shows me how strong you are as a person.
She's
because,
not
dude,
giving up.
If I would have got my leg cut off, dude, I swear to God I'd have gave up, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, shit like that, bro, that can really break a person. And, you know what I mean? That's why I feel like no matter what, that I can't ever come to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though sometimes I feel that way and I want to feel that way, and it you know what I mean, solve everything for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just there's a lot of reasons why I couldn't do it. One, I couldn't do it to my brother. I wouldn't want to do it to my parents. I wouldn't want to do it to my kids.
Yeah.
Or Gregory. You know what I mean? I don't think him and Robert's strong enough just carry my casket alone. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I don't want to do it to y'all. Could you imagine?
I mean, whatever your reason is.
Yeah.
Like,
but no. But there's just like a lot of things, dude, that I feel like that is the reason why I feel like I can't give up. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I said, just talking about it, dude, is something that is so that just helps so much. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna get your wheels turned too, because it's gonna make you find these different approaches to what you're actually going through. You're gonna basically be giving yourself therapy, because your mind's churning thinking about it. I know that's how it worked for me. I got to a doctor at one point that he was just throwing meds at me, because we just talking about just them giving you meds. You wasn't even sure what the hell it was. Because I think where a lot of them mess up is that they'll put you on medicines, but they don't really teach you what you're actually dealing with and what some approaches you should take. That's why that Dr. Kang I always credit with saving my lives, because those other people just kept doping me up. And again, I never abused medicine, but they just had me on so much medicine. They had me on like buku's amounts of like that Ativan shit, like a
so
benzo.
what was his approach? His approach wasn't medicine?
Yes, but he go wait very little, because now you just need to learn how to approach it. Yes, medicine. I always tell people the medicine helped at first, then as I figured it out, and then you come down off of it. You know what I mean? You don't want to be on more medicines. You know what I mean? Now there's some people that can never get there with that, and they do have to stay on medicines or get higher, because all of our mental illnesses are
different. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's different.
If you think about it, you going down to Shawnee Mental Health and getting medication, it's the same thing as these motherfuckers out here getting high. Me drinking to deal with whatever I'm dealing with. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like I truly believe, like I said, like, I know I keep getting back to the talking about a topic, but
it's the most important thing.
Bro,
I mean, I think it's the best beyond medicine. Anything, I think that talking about it is the best thing.
Because once you start talking about it, because you can just sit in your head and think all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as soon as you start saying it out loud and telling someone, like, yeah, this is how I feel, but then you're all like, why do I feel like that? I shouldn't feel like that. I should do this to try to get myself to not feel like that.
Yeah.
And then you start coming up with these little solutions, you know what I mean, to get yourself out of it. But that's what I was getting at, is my mom was all like, maybe you need to go down there and talk to somebody, blah, blah. and I was all like, I don't want to go down and sign a mental health talk to nobody. I don't want to have to. I don't like creating bonds with people.
It's hard to open up to somebody in those situations. It's very hard to open up and like talk to somebody.
Exactly.
Be that revealing about what you're.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like if I talk about it with enough people that watch our shit, and you know what I mean, like the little bit of people that watch our shit and the little bit of people that follow me on social media and shit, I feel like, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, me talking about it might fuck around and help this person. I might say something like, oh, I feel the same type of way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because they might be surrounded by people say, just get over it.
Yeah.
It's just this and that. And now they say, oh, shit, I can relate to that. I can relate to that. That's
because when you're around a bunch of happy-go-lucky motherfuckers all the time, like Greg, they don't really understand. You feel me? They don't. Because I'd never walk up to Greg and be like, you feel me? Have I ever come up to you and talked to you about my depression? I haven't, have I?
We've talked about it.
Like,
but it's
before,
usually,
I'm talking about back in the day.
You don't go pouring
No.
it
And
out,
like
though.
the recent, I'm talking about recent.
Recently you have.
Yeah.
Before, I never knew you dealt with depression.
Yeah, once
at
I
all.
opened up about it.
And I've been around you almost every.
Yeah.
I mean, when we were hanging out every day for years, I never
Yeah.
knew you had depression.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, and I've been dealing with it since I was a kid. And, fuck, me and Greg literally was together every day for, like, what, 10 years straight?
Yeah. Long time.
A long, long time. But like I said, though, like, I never talked about it back then. That's whenever it was probably the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then once, I still didn't talk about it. I was with my baby mom. My baby mom knew I went through it. But, like, I would just never be like, oh, I'm depressed. She could just tell I was depressed. Yeah. And then I remember, I know whenever I really was like, okay, bro, like, it's getting, like, super bad. I think I lived in the house next door. Because I got a bunch of different weird things. I hear shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, dude, I used to sit up. Like, you would think I was really on drugs. Like, I remember one time me and Bree, we lived in Wayne Hills. And I would sit up with a knife, bro. And, like, I would scratch my face so my face would get raw, dude. And I would sit up with a knife, dude, because I thought someone was trying to kill me. And I always feel like someone's out to get me. So, and Bree would always be like, I think you got schizophrenia, too. Which I don't know.
Yeah.
But
well, I
ain't been
like,
I ain't been checked, bro, since I was a kid. I might need to go get checked. I might be really fucked up.
What's always good for us, I mean, that'd be another message. It's like, it's not always for everybody, and it's not something you always have to stay in, but it's always good to go talk to somebody, see somebody, get diagnosed, see where
my
you're
mom,
at.
like I said, my mom wants me to. I just don't want to have to go through all that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't feel
I actually think it would be fun to do therapy.
I don't think it would be.
I think it would be cool to have a psychiatrist come on the pod. But I think it'd be cool to do therapy. Like, I feel like everybody probably needs to do it. But I also have this idea that because of my ideas about food, I think that you could start with change what you put in your body.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Then
you can
talk
do
to
yourself.
somebody, and then if you still need medication,
Yeah, it's steps. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm posting on my TikTok right now. Is different steps to help that I'm going to try.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like tomorrow, say tomorrow, I wake up and I'm like, what's this video going to be about? Maybe tomorrow, the start of my day I wake up and make my bed. Maybe that might make me feel better.
Yeah.
Wake up early, like today. Wake up, make myself get up. Tomorrow, make my bed. You know what I mean? Just little shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, because usually what I do is as soon as I wake up, I get in the shower.
Yeah.
That's before I do anything.
Yeah.
I get in the shower. I'm talking about as soon as I open my eyes, dude, I'll jump straight in the shower just because I feel like that's the best time for me to get in. But like I said, what I'm doing, like what you was just talking about though, is this what I'm doing with my TikTok videos is creating steps that will help me overcome it, because I've always tried to overcome my depression with not necessarily drinking, but whenever I drink, I feel better. Mm-hmm. But gaming was a big thing. I'm not gaming no more, so I don't have gaming to fall back on. I'm not young no more, so I don't have all them people and friends around me like I used to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out new steps that will better my life and my mental health. You know what I mean? Because I just don't think I know I'm just not depressed. I know that's not the only thing wrong with me. I know there's more shit wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I know there is a lot wrong with me. Like, I'm just a mentally ill person, bro, and I'm okay with it. I'm completely fine with it.
Yeah, and usually if you got one thing, it's other things. Like, mine's a lot of the anxiety. Like,
Yeah, and I got real bad anxiety. That's one of my biggest things. I used to not have anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I was younger, never had anxiety.
Yeah.
Now I get, whenever me and my baby mom broke up is whenever I started having bad anxiety attacks. I could feel my heart beat in my throat, couldn't breathe, felt like my throat was swelling up. And then I had them for like a year straight every fucking day.
Yeah.
Every fucking day they would not go away. Now, if I have one, it's like only every now and then. If I get it like if I'm not drunk, so I don't go around with a lot of people unless I am drunk.
Yeah.
But if I'm not drunk and I'm around like a large group of people, my anxiety gets up,
I
and I start like I'm real awkward at talking whenever.
Yeah.
You mean like, it's weird. And like I said, I used to not be like that.
Well, simple things can seem like, I know for me, like simple chores can seem like climbing a mountain at times because of depression, anxiety.
Walking into somewhere to get something to eat.
Yeah,
I just asked Chris. I was like, "Will you go to Kroger's after this to get me a bottle?" Just because I physically do not feel like I'm able to walk inside of Kroger's and get me a bottle.
Yep.
I was already out. I picked up Dante from his house. I could have stopped and got the bottle.
Yep.
I physically feel like if I go inside of Kroger to get a fucking bottle, that it's going to fuck me up today. It's going to fuck my day up.
Yep.
And I'm having a pretty decent day.
Yeah, our oldest daughter, who she'll have graduate with her master's here in a couple months, but she's in psychology. But she has her social anxiety's off the charts. Like to walk into a carry out and get a drink or something. I mean, it's like the biggest chore in the world to her. For me, like calling and setting up an appointment.
I hate doing that shit.
I can't hardly do it. The wife will. But I'll get up and go sing in front of people. Then can't make a damn phone call to set up a damn appointment or something.
I made a phone call.
I think that's interesting because it's like you have all those nerves before you get up and do that, and then once you're up there, it's like this.
Well, he probably has a drink.
Just go in autopilot.
Well, actually, I started playing that. So I'm actually lucky with a lot of musicians. A lot of musicians do use that as a crutch, and I can do that. I can have a little bit to drink and sing. I can't. If I have too many drinks, I can't sing. Where the fuck?
For real?
But yeah, my mouth.
Hey, I started drinking. I started singing.
I know people like that too.
Yeah.
But I think I got lucky in that where
though.
I didn't start drinking till I was older, so I already had to learn how to do it without using the alcohol to get me relaxed, and so. Though I do like to do it because it does get me a little looser to talk in between songs or something.
Yeah.
But again, it's only like a shot or two for a 3-hour show because my mouth just
enough
won't. I won't be able to control my
You've
voice.
never heard me sing. Like for real.
Not for real.
Okay, so don't sit there and tell me I can't sing.
But I'm saying DJ sings good. I'm just assuming you can't sing as good as DJ.
Be 100% honest. I can call up everybody right now that actually is around me whenever I'm drunk singing.
Hey.
Dude, I can actually sing.
Having sing some Johnny Cash and Lady Martin.
Uh-oh.
Dog, I can actually sing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I play around and jokingly, but whenever I'm fucked up and I'm having a good ass time, bro, in a good mood, I can actually sing. So don't ever disrespect me, bro. Like I'm not even being funny. Like I can actually sing. He got a video. And come here. Let me see that real quick.
Let me try to find it.
Yeah, find it real quick. And just because you want to disrespect me like that, huh?
I mean, we have a actual singer in the room.
Yeah,
You ain't.
I want you to listen to it. Listen to it and tell me if I'm all right, bro.
All right.
Because I think I sound pretty fucking delicious.
Now, was you singing a cappella or was you singing along with something?
Along with it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, you sing along with something. You got help.
Is it this one?
Remember we did that.
No, don't even play it now. They got me all nervous. My anxiety's up now.
Anxiety.
Yeah, he just fucked me up, bro.
I think it was when we had Sing Ring of Fire. Is it that one?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it was Ring of Fire.
I don't remember, bro. We was fucked up. Here, damn, you got me scared now to play it, dude. Don't even play it. Don't play it, dude. They fucked me up. I'm told you. He just made me have an anxiety attack.
So how's your anxiety present itself, DJ?
When people do dumb shit like that, put you on the spot.
Right, you put yourself on the spot.
Nobody. Yeah.
I just was
because I was
complimenting
trying to
DJ.
defend myself, and then I realized, like, what if I do suck?
I feel that.
Before I like developed like the full on panic attacks, when I had like just like generally it'd be like stage fright, stuff like that. So just kind of normal anxieties. But then with my panic disorder, I'm literally like Red Fox. I mean, my chest gets tight. I don't feel like I can breathe. And I mean, hell, I'd call the first year I did that, there was like 1 week, I think I called the ambulance 3 damn times and thinking I was dying. And you get taken to the damn hospital and nothing's really going the fuck on. Now, one time they did about kill me in the ambulance. I think they thought I was ODing or something. And
They started Narcaning you?
they hit me with something. All I know is all I know is I remember the sweats hit me all of a sudden real quick, and I seen a little bit of panic in the paramedic's face as I started to feel like faint. And then the doctor told me that was the only time I actually had to stay in the hospital for a few days. They did a bunch of tests on my heart. Because he was like, yeah, whatever they gave me, I can't remember what it was now. It's probably one of those that dropped my heart rate to like 20.
Oh, yeah, they Narcaned you.
It's probably my fiance, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry
well, it
about
was
that.
dude. I can remember the day he was out there in Rosemount. We got
fiance's
our own, we pay in our property taxes, so we got to that was the only reason I didn't get billed from them was because we pay for it in our property taxes. But I did rack up. My wife worked at the hospital at the time, and that was horrible for her. She had to pay all my medical debt off. I racked up like $20,000 from going to the hospital thinking I was dying, and that's not good for your anxiety either. To rack
Yeah.
up $20,000
Yeah.
dollars in debt.
It's like
But-
financial problems. But
Oh,
that-
it was bad financial problems.
My my anxiety's never been like that. But I try to. So what I do whenever I start having anxiety attacks, I start trying to make myself burp,
Yeah.
where I lay down.
Yeah, I'll do like deep breaths or something. Like nowadays, I'll have them all the time. I'll have them. Still have. A
Yeah,
few
my
a week.
motorcycle too.
Yeah.
That was another way to help
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah.
Riding on my motorcycle.
I call it riding the waves. What I call it. Now, people know I might disappear or you see me just kind of over twisting my beard or something. I'm probably having a spell. The wife will know, but having a spell. Yeah, I'm having a spell. Back then, when I first started having them, I would freak all the way out, go to the hospital. Now it's just all right. I'll be fine here in 10, 15 minutes.
God damn.
We're gonna talk. Hey, we talk about it too. That shit can bring it on too if we talk about it a lot too.
Nah, my fucking. I think I'm having
So-
a heart attack.
when I was a kid, I had anxiety attacks a lot
God damn.
at nighttime. I also lived in a haunted house, so maybe. But them anxiety attacks ain't no fucking joke.
No,
dude.
it's
like it takes you somewhere else.
because my brother, like, me and my brother used to joke. I had kind of physically had some problems, and then my brother had started young. He was like at 18, so I thought I was in the clear. But I remember, I think he was like 18, 19 years old, and he started having real bad. Where my mom would have to like drive up there and just basically sit with him while he'd be at work trying to get through the work day and let him know he wasn't dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that's
I remember
crazy.
on the first time she called me up, but I was high as hell on some weed, and she wanted me to drive her up because she'd had a couple drinks. She wasn't drunk, and because my mom was a paramedic, ran squad and stuff, and I was like, man, I made it to about Lucasville, and I was freaking out. I was so damn stoned. I was like, I had to start at that before. It's what I get now. I had to pretend I was having one just so I could not have to fucking drive up there, like, you know, just.
Do you think that weed helps with?
No, I think weed. No, I don't think
Makes
it
you
helps.
more anxious?
I still smoke, but I can take it. I'll just take it like a puff or two. If I smoke too much, I will have a panic attack.
Yeah.
You smoke right now?
Oh yeah, I still smoke. Yeah, but very little at a time. You know, just very little at a time. I mean, I'll smoke every day.
What do you smoke? Weed, dabs, what?
Just weed. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Not the fucking strong.
That's that, they sort of. I wish they'd bring the reg back. I might
Yeah,
smoke
my
now.
goodness, it's scary
I wish
shit
it
out
was
there
to
now.
Fuck me up, dude.
Yeah,
I was in a
right?
show where I think a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago now, we was playing some bourbon event, and the drummer had a pen. I didn't know it was like the stronger kind. Was it like distillate or something like that? And I thought it was just regular vape, so I just took me a couple of little rips off of it. Then he forgot to warn me. He's like, dude, I forgot to tell you that's the stronger stuff. Like, I was like, oh shit. So as we got back up for the next set, there was about probably the first 2.5 songs, I thought I was going to die. I was having to get through these couple, and I knew the sound guy was an old bass player too, and had played with that band. I was like, I'm gonna have to fucking tell him to come up here and start playing these fucking songs. I'm about to die. I'm gonna die right here in front of everybody on this stage.
Yeah, I can't smoke
But
weed.
you'd be a legend though.
I mean, it'd be a way to go out singing some Waylon Jennings.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I can't smoke. I don't like the way it makes me feel.
Yeah.
I think it hurt me, like, because I smoked so much as a kid, because I started smoking, I don't know, like 14, and just
Yeah.
smoked all. I mean, I think it killed not just my drive, what helped me, got me to drop out of college, because I felt like it stole my motivation, because I overused it, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I don't
but
think it's a bad thing at all. It helps a lot of motherfuckers,
But I think it
for
can
me,
hurt as much as it can help, depending on the circumstances and the situation.
for me, 1,000%, I just can't smoke it.
No, it made me lazy, and
It's- I
and I
think
don't like the feeling. Like,
Yeah.
and I also feel like I can't, like with alcohol, I can control myself.
Yeah.
With weed, I feel like I have no control over how long I'm high.
Yeah.
Like I can't control whatever thoughts are popping in. I hate weed.
I actually took an edible one time and about died.
Yeah.
Literally, it was my first time ever doing a pill.
Yeah.
I thought I was ODing. I thought they laced the edible that I ate, and I was like, bro, I need something to knock me out, dude, because I was up. I was like talking to myself and shit, bro. I was hearing voices real bad. Like
Yeah.
I said, I've always heard voices, but like this was like I was hearing other people's.
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah, I mean-
voices, bro? Like what are they? What like explain that to
okay,
me?
so so I thought I was weird for the longest time. So this might happen to a lot of people. My brother told me and my brother was talking one day, and he has the exact same thing happen to him. Whenever I'm about to go to sleep, I'll hear someone scream my name at the top of my top of their lungs in my face.
That's happened to me.
And it'll wake me up and shit like that, and I'll just hear like, you know what I mean? I hear shit all the time. Like, I swear to God, I think I used to think this house was haunted. I don't know more, and I think it was just because I hear shit. You know what I mean?
I've had that thing where it'd be like somebody screaming in my ear, Greg.
Yeah.
Like like right when I'm falling asleep or something.
But yeah, like as soon as I'm getting ready to doze off, and dude, it would not let me sleep, and I would always hear shit like knocking on walls and shit to me.
I ain't had that.
That's whenever I told you whenever I was up with the knife. Remember my old furnace fan? that big ass fan I had in my bedroom, the big
Oh,
silver
yeah.
one, I had that motherfucker, and you can't hear nothing if that bitch is
Yeah, that
going.
motherfucker
blower,
loud.
like old
And
blower.
yeah, and I would hear something knock on the wall at me, and I kept on hearing something scream at me. And it was when we lived out front of Oasis, dude. I set up for like, I swear to God, it was like 2 days straight.
That would fuck with your anxiety for sure.
I set up 2 days straight with a fucking knife, dude. 'Cause I thought something was trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Which I ain't had that happen in a long time. And then whenever I lived out front of fucking, Hilltop Market in that one house on 20th Street, there was a cop that said, the cop lived there. I didn't know that they lived there. I thought they was watching me. And dude, I didn't sleep for a week. I was like looking out the window.
Wow, this
shit at him.
motherfucker lives there.
I was like, yeah, and then I find out he lived there, yeah. But yeah, I thought he was watching me and shit. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, it fucked me up so bad. But yeah, like I said, like certain, like if something little can happen, and then it'll make me like, you feel me? It'll put me on something weird.
Yeah.
And once I get on something weird, it gets real bad, and then I start getting sleep deprived, and then all of a sudden, like, you mean, it gets bad. It gets real, real bad. Like, I remember whenever I caught someone breaking into my car in Wayne Hills. We tried breaking in their house and shit because we didn't find out who it was. We was trying to break in their house. Shit,
Yeah.
cops come, spotlighted us. It was me and Kyle. That happened over 10 years ago, so we're good, Gucci. But we threw a brick through the window and shit, and I was all like, they'll be back. In my head, I was like, they'll be back. So I sat in a chair with it was completely dark, sat in a chair just watching at the window for them to come back, and I had my gun. Like, dude, I just do a bunch of weird shit. I'm a weird motherfucker whenever I think about it.
That's like a fun thing to do, though. I feel like that's fun. Like, you're on a stakeout.
Yeah, like,
You know what I
but I'm
mean?
staking out to kill motherfuckers. It's
Yeah.
different. You know what I mean? Like, I'm staking out because I'm all like, all right, I'm ready to take someone's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I saw someone sitting out front of my house one time. They was sitting in, just in a car, just sitting out there. It was late at night. I saw them on my cameras. I turned all the lights off and shit, bro. I turned my porch light off, and I sat on the. Well, I went out there and put my gun on him at first. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you was doing, because it was like, I'm waiting on somebody. Bitch, I ain't want to wait on somebody in front of my house.
Yeah.
So they left, and then I sat on the front porch for like 3 hours, bro. Pitch dark, waiting on them to see if they'd come back. And I just do weird shit like that. I'll sit up at night and just watch my cameras.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm weird, bro. And like I said, like.
So it almost seems like you're expecting some shit to happen.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
what
mean?
I'm real
Yeah,
paranoid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a real paranoid person on top of everything.
Are you on any medication now?
No, I don't take it. I
Just
mean,
the
I've
old-
still
just-
got some old medication, like the quick release stuff. If it was real bad, but I don't really have. I mean, I should probably, if I wasn't drinking, that's why, because I don't want to drink on top of medicines. You know what I mean? So that's really why I wouldn't. I should absolutely. I mean, if I was doing the absolute right thing, I think it would be in therapy. Probably be on some sort, still not much medicine, but probably some meds that would help with to level it out, so there wasn't so many peaks and valleys of it. You know what I mean?
You have
Super high
TikTok?
or low. I do. I'm not active enough. I'm gonna start getting on there and.
Yeah, well, you should get on there and start doing the same type of videos I'm doing.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, because I've got the setup. Obviously, where I could. Because I keep trying to set up, get myself going. Where I want to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you should do it. Like I said, like.
Just give people a perspective.
Yeah,
No, they ain't
bro,
alone.
and I feel like you're good. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I feel like you're good at talking about. I'm not good at explaining myself with
Yeah.
it, because I still don't understand. I don't understand what my problem is
Yeah.
or nothing. I'm just trying to help motherfuckers realize, like, hey, it
Well,
happens.
it could
happens
happen.
to everybody.
Yeah.
You know
It
what I
could
mean?
be our life choice to do it. It was probably just genetically there in us, and it just
Yeah.
situations brought out of us, or it was going to come out no matter what. You know, there's.
Well, that's what I wonder.
Because it ran in my family, like all my siblings, my mother, you know, my dad didn't really have it, but like so many people in my family was dealing with this long before I ever did. We actually joked, we kind of thought I was in the clear and wasn't really going to have that many.
Yeah.
Now I do realize I was dealing with depression. I didn't realize it was depression before the panic disorder, but because I would be working out of town, wouldn't be around my kids. It was either drive back and forth and try to get an hour or two, or be out of town and be away from your family. And I think that's why I would quit jobs, and that would cause depression. Never got fired, but I quit a bunch of damn jobs.
See, I don't know what it is about me that I physically will not work a job. Like, I can't, brother. I don't think it's my depression. I think it's
No, you're just got a drive to want to do. There's something you want to
like,
do.
I just like people. My brother's like, come get a job with me at Harley. I'm just like, I can't, bro.
Yeah.
Because I know if I do that, what if I get content with it? And I cannot be content with something like that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Like,
yeah.
I would rather be broke down and poor and just pushing for my dream.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And like I said, like whenever I was thinking about it, now I know I like being funny and shit, but like I said, like I told Greg, I was like, bro, this could be my calling. Let motherfuckers know that you're not alone battling through
Just be
whatever.
honest. Let them
And like I said,
somebody
it
being
ain't
honest.
even only got to be depression. It can
No,
be anxiety.
absolutely.
It can, because I got anxiety. It could be fucking you got any type of mental health problems. Like I said, there's a million things that I feel like might be wrong with me, or shit, it might just be one bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I mean, I do want to find out, but I just don't want to go down there and find out. You know what I mean? Which I encourage people, if that's what you want to do,
Yeah.
do that. Me personally, though,
Try it and see if it works for you.
yeah, find out whatever works for you. Because, like I said, I don't know what works for me.
Yeah.
Usually what I do is I just go through depression until I'm not depressed. I'll fucking ride it out usually.
Yeah.
And, but right now, though, I felt it coming on. And I was all like, well, I'm not going to let it this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, okay.
Does that work though?
Oh, bro, I just started getting depressed yesterday.
Well, I noticed it.
Well, I was about a week or two ago, I felt it was coming on. But then you got to think how much I've been drinking recently.
Well, the other thing about you is you like having people around.
And that's what I just said.
And
I said
Willie
earlier,
was here.
Whenever I have people around me, I don't really have time to be depressed because
You
I'm
don't. It's just
talking
taking
to
your
you
mind.
about
It's taking your mind elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's why I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I'm at home, I might not have. Like if the family's doing their thing or whatever, if I'm not learning the song, I'll have like comedy on or something because I don't want to.
Well, I sit around and watch podcasts.
Yeah, I'm
You know
big
what I
on podcasts and stuff, especially comedy. Like,
Are you still doing your podcast?
Yeah, here and there. I mean, it's always hard. You guys, you know how it is to try to find a team and all that. So yeah, it's
Oh, my God.
trying to here and there. And the wife's learning how to use like the OBS system and all that type of stuff, and to do it, and you get some more, you gotta get some more hardware. And I'm notoriously cheap, so I'm not just gonna go. I can't just go throw some money at it, but trying to set up the whole little thing to have some live music in there too.
Do you have like a specific route you're trying to go down for your podcast, or is it just whatever?
It's kind of
guest
just
is?
whatever, yeah. Just kind of whatever, figuring it out on our end because we've only done 2 or 3 of them really. We did a couple of live things last year that was fun. It was really the original whole point of it was to help me and a couple other real young musicians get over our nervousness talking into the microphone. Like we can get up and sing. Like I can get up and sing like a son of a gun in front of anybody. Let it rip.
talking to a crowd.
As soon as the song's over, talking in between the songs, I'll be like. All right, you know. Sometimes I'm relaxed. Most of the time I'm not. That's why I've also been doing a whole lot more solo shows recently to just forcing my hand to go traveling doing like 3-hour solo shows, so that you end up having to talk and get more comfortable with it.
Yeah, it's weird for me though because even though I deal with all this shit, whenever I'm in my entertainment mode,
Yeah,
nothing bothers me.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
As soon as I'm in the entertainment mode, I can get up on that stage and I can talk.
I'm not worried about my mental
Yeah.
health when I'm doing that. I'm on a total different
And
plane.
it's crazy how it's like a switch. You know what I mean? And because like I said, if I'm focused on something right then it's not going to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Like if we're all like, hey, let's do this video. We're going to go in here and act a fucking fool. I can go in there and act a fucking fool.
Yeah.
But if it's like, hey, we're not shooting a video and we're just walking in here, then I'm all like, well, I don't know if I really want to go in. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
and it's so weird, bro, because like, and I've had people ask me, they're like, how do you say you got anxiety or blah, 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 but you can get up there and talk in front of a camera and blah, 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 or you can do this or do all this shit. It's like, because it's different. Like, I feel like I'm built to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
But just because I'm built for that.
That's where your happy spot
Yeah,
is.
exactly. But just because I'm built for that doesn't mean that I'm not still battling with shit. You know what I mean? Like
Not wanting to do it before you do it, basically.
yeah, like some days I don't want to do it at all, but then I'm like, I got to do it.
Oh yeah,
You know
I
what
still
mean?
my shows. There's times I'll be the wife will hear me say like, man, I wish I wouldn't. I shouldn't be doing
But
it. You know what I mean?
this is what I consider my job, though. I consider my job
Yeah.
as being an entertainer, and like I said, I mean, I don't even know what you would consider us. I don't even know what we're considered because we're not even podcasters. Honestly, we do a podcast. But bro, like I really don't even look at it really like it's a podcast. We're just up here.
You're not putting on Spotify or nothing like that, are you?
No,
just
dude,
YouTube.
we just do YouTube. We should put it on everything. Greg just is lazy.
I set up a Rumble. I just haven't. Well, we lost all of our original videos. I have to re-download them all from YouTube to post them on Rumble.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But like we got, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what we're really considered.
I mean, I think it's still like a podcast. It's just, I don't know. We just do episodes about whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
it'll still
we
be
feel
like a
doing.
video podcast
Yeah.
or something. Yeah,
We
you
don't have
to-
one certain route, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if we feel like if I'm in contact with a famous person, then we'll do an interview. If I feel like like how I did the last couple of days. I was like, hey, do you want to come on?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have one set thing. We just do, like, some days we're like, hey, let's get out and do something stupid.
Yeah.
We'll go out and do something stupid. Something I want to do, though, because I was watching videos of it last night. I want to do a video of me and you going around having people smelling salts.
Oh, shit.
I think that would be so funny. But I don't know, bro. Like, I like comedy shit, but I don't like comedy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't watch comedy shit at all.
Yeah.
But I enjoy comedy myself. Like, I enjoy comedy if it's coming from me.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm making someone laugh, but if, like, I watched some Theo Von shit. Like, I watch his, like, clips and shit. I love his
Podcast?
clips. I
Or-
watch his podcast.
You know, stand-up comedy?
No, I don't watch the stand-up neither. I
Oh,
don't
I
watch
love
stand-up or
stand-
none of that shit.
I love stand-up comedy.
I'm a big
But
stand-up
I
guy.
did, like, I went to, in New York, I went to the comedy club in New York, and it was super dope. But, but I'm not real big into comedy. Like, funny shit, I'm not real big into.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch shit about, like, motherfuckers dying and shit.
Yeah, I used to be like I think part of it, me getting into the comedy was basically for almost a treatment for myself for the depression. Because used to I would just be consuming like, I mean I still do like politics and freaking documentaries. And,
Yeah, I've always been that way though. That's another thing I was getting at. Like, even though I'm not into that type of shit, I've always been that way since I was a kid. Like, I've always made motherfuckers laugh. I've always said dumb shit, always done dumb shit.
Yeah.
I've never changed it. If you go back and watch any of our old videos, watch shit. You can watch videos of me. I got a video on YouTube where I think I'm like 10, bro. And I'm like singing I'm So Paid by Lil Wayne. And I'm so fucking gay in that video. It was because I was being funny. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
ever since I can remember. Like, I remember we had this knife fight up in Wayne Hills whenever I first moved in there. I was like 8. And we was all up there by Love Rock, and my brother gave me a knife that day, but everybody started pulling out switchblades, and I was like it's a serious moment. I like popped mine out, and I was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? Like, and shit like that is funny to me, but like I was like actually scared, but I was like made a joke in the middle of it, and then I took off running. I don't know why everybody was trying to kill each other. There was like 30 of us, bro. It was like some little weird ass. I don't know if they was trying to like jump me in to Wayne Hills or what, but it's some freaky shit. But like I've always made people laugh and shit. Like,
Well, I think that comedy helps people with mental health problems too.
but do you think as a kid you're thinking like, hey, I'm gonna make you laugh that way? I don't go in here and fucking drink a whole bunch of bleach. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't.
I actually got drunk with someone not too long ago that drank some bleach. Who was that?
I've known a couple people.
They started chugging my bleach, and I said, why would you do that? Who was that?
Someone I knew, somebody tried to kill themselves with it and ended up just giving themselves a bunch of ulcers.
Yeah. Like, it was one of my friends, bro.
I
Who
get
was that?
ulcers
If you
because
watch this and
I drink.
he was drinking bleach in my house, comment. Because I want to remember who that was.
I watched the dude drink a whole bottle of Windex one. He said it was my birthday. This is fucking 15 years ago. And he was like, Greg, this is for you, and tips up a whole bottle of Windex and drinks it. And I was like, holy shit. I didn't see him for like a week. And then I was walking through Wayne Hills, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I got out of jail that morning.
Is it the morning I kicked your ass?
No, I don't think so.
You got out of jail that morning, too.
Yeah.
You was always getting out of jail in Wayne Hills, huh?
Bruh, shit was
The
going
rape
on.
charges are crazy.
But no, I saw him. I was like, dude, I thought you died after you drank that bottle of Windex. And he's like, no, I'm good. So we went for a little walk together and went and got some beer up at Oasis, and that's how the day went.
Oh, my God. Can
I
I tell
thought
you?
dude died.
Huh?
I thought he died from
Oh,
that
yeah,
Windex.
yeah, I would've thought so,
I mean,
too.
it was a whole fucking bottle of Windex. And
Shoot.
He just, Greg, this is for you, and put it up.
Did I tell you guys last week on the pod? I don't remember whenever this happened. When I went to the drive-thru and was making out with that lady. Did I tell you about that?
You ain't never told me this story.
All right, so we're not going to tell them which drive-thru. We went through a drive-thru the other night. I'm fucked up, and I was all like, we need some beer. And it was past
I was about to say past hours.
It was past hours, and I'm having a conversation with this lady, and I was fucked up, so I barely remember it. Dante, how'd it happen?
He was literally just conversating, asking if they're still selling. I don't remember what she said. Just out of nowhere, he was out of kiss. She leaned out of that window. He opened his door to meet her. No.
We started making out right
Sparks.
there. Hey,
They
bro.
did it twice. They did it that time. She went back, got her beer, and then he asked for another one before we left.
Started making out with her again, and why'd I tell you that
I
story?
want to know
think there was
what
a
I
point
want to
in
know
time.
what carry out this is.
I'm not telling you which one it is. But
I
why,
need to
what was the
know.
point of me telling you that story? I thought I had something to say. What was we talking about before that?
I don't remember, bro. I just got my buzz. My buzz just kicked in.
But that shit was lit though, wasn't it?
That was crazy. I ain't never seen that happen.
I ain't never did no shit like. I mean, I did shit like that, but not like that. I was all like, "Let me see your phone." I was like, "You got Snapchat?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Send me some nudes." Started sending me nudes and shit. Yeah.
How old is this woman?
She's probably,
In her 30s.
yeah,
Couldn't have been very old if she's on Snapchat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's old
I
people can't
support
work
that
it.
then.
Yeah. It was like I said, it was fun. I'll be living. I think we was talking about mental health though, right?
That is what the subject.
But that's how I get over my mental health, dude. Just kiss random women.
That work seems like a good technique.
Yeah. Oh no, what I was going to say though is how I have been depressed lately. I ain't been sleeping with women or nothing. I've had sex with 2 different girls this month.
Yeah.
That's
That's the way that
a
depression.
very low amount for him.
When I was in that bad shape, I couldn't. I was
Yeah.
too scared. Anything got my heart rate up, good or bad, would fuck me up. So I
Send
mean,
you
I
into a
wouldn't
panic
have.
attack?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I was scared to have sex and anything for.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not
about a
scared.
year.
Did you go through a lot of?
like you're talking
have
about
to
the
quit right in the middle of
Yeah, you're talking about the panic attack side. That's not why I'm doing it. I just something right now is like I'm just like
focus
not
on
really
hers.
worried about pussy.
Yeah.
And it's so weird for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
dude, I'm
Always thinking about it.
oh
usually,
my god,
generally.
my little shit. Sometimes
Yeah.
that motherfucker, God. But
Thumper
like,
be thumping.
yeah.
Um,
And I think it's because, which I've always been depressed and never been like that. Usually when I'm depressed, I want to have sex.
Yeah, just the escape of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what worked for me prior to that, to the panic attack thing. But
You start having panic attacks. She's like, I don't
I'm
want to have
fucking
sex.
up. Shit. Uh-oh. A little scared.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old, huh? Maybe that's what it is.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
DJ, did you go through a lot of turmoil with your wife through this? Because you guys been together for how many years now?
Like 27.
That's a long time.
yeah.
I mean, that's almost as old as Ricky is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
So-
28, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine over that many years, all the shit she's dealt with.
Yeah, but she's been, because, despite all that, I wouldn't lash out. She didn't lash out. We both kind of grew up and seeing some wild stuff, so we thinking away. It was why it was always easier for us to, even if we weren't communicating and the relationship still was up and down, it was never volatile or, I know. And actually, when I was thinking about doing this show, I was thinking about the fact that how the effects that it has on the family members, but I honestly have to sit here and say, and it's freaking wrong on my end to think, I don't know if I've ever asked my wife and kids how
it affects them.
how it affected you guys. I've assumed that we've talked about it a little bit, but I don't think I've ever actually sat there and said, "You guys tell me what this has done to you guys."
Yeah, you know
Has your
what, bro?
relationship remained close?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it was, there was definitely struggles. I know that it was impossibly hard for her.
Yeah.
She didn't know what was wrong. I mean, as far as she knew, how real is this stuff? Like I said, until she went through it a little bit, she really, she knew what was going on. So I have no doubt that it was almost impossibly hard for her. And, I'm sure
Yeah.
she was on I mean, there was definitely one time where we bowed into the relationship, when our oldest was young, but, and definitely would have been due to me and my mentally falling apart. But luckily for me, she didn't give up on me or nothing like that. And, I clawed my way back into functioning.
Yeah, because relationships, it's like something bad happens. It's like little chink in the armor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then it's like something bad happens, another little chink in the armor. And then
Yeah.
over time, so many bad things happen. It's like, you fucking destroyed this armor and I don't fucking love you
Yeah,
no more.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's, as of now, unless she ain't being honest with me, we're still in good shape, but that's,
It's wild to think, though, you never really think about, even though you're going through shit, you don't think about who it's affecting around you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I never think of that, ever.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that, I know it affects my kids, because I'm not an active parent like I should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It probably affects Greg sometimes.
Yep.
People that's close to me.
It's like, you consider knowledge, but I never did ask the question,
Yeah, I never
shit.
really thought of it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I never thought to ask till I was till you talked
See what I'm
about
saying?
doing
This is why I wanted to talk to you, because now
I
you
think,
just
and I think
made
it
me
is
realize.
good to hear it out loud on top of, and instead of us just hearing it in our heads, because your internal conversations go quick. A lot of words are jump. When you start saying stuff out loud, literally out loud into a camera or this and that, I think you start to flush these ideas out, and you start to realize things again in that very moment, thinking, "Shit, I've never asked them how did this affect you guys? What
All right, let me ask you, Greg. How has my mental health problems affected you over the years?
Well, like I said, when you were young, I didn't know you were dealing with anything at all. You were just Ricky, who was super fucking outgoing. You know what I mean? Then we went like a couple years. We didn't even talk. And I think during that time, I got so into
hold on. You should have knew then that I had mental health problems, buddy. I got mad at you over the littlest thing and didn't talk to you for years. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't think that was a sign? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I was young. I was kind of young, too, that back then. And I've also never really been able to understand mental health either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think now, a lot of times because we have arguments for real now, because we're running a business together, like we've got a lot of things together that depend on both of us being somewhat on the same page. And I feel like that's I have to remind myself a lot of times, like, Ricky's mentally ill. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like it's also strange because it's like I have to give you a lot of leeway and be like, all right, Ricky's okay. Think about when we were doing the Jeffrey Dahmer one, and you were like, nope, let's just go home. We're all the way up and wherever we were, and then we just took 5 minutes and said, let's just call the cops and ask them, are we allowed to go on this property? You know what I mean? Like, you had this whole blow up, and it's like 5 minutes later. I come up with a
really good plan, though.
5 minutes later, we just called the cops, and everything was cool after that. We had a good time. But it's like I have to always constantly be reminding myself, like, this is just him having a problem that you blow out of proportion a lot. And I kind of take things on the chin and just keep moving, and you make things a bigger deal than I think they should be. And I always have to remind myself, like, that's just part of him. But ask yourself,
do you think that I like doing that? Because I'm always stressed out.
I don't think you like it, but I think that you're okay with letting yourself do it. And I never blow up.
I do it about every situation in my life, though.
Yeah.
Every situation I do that. Do you think that I like constantly being stressed out about shit? No.
Yeah.
It's just it's a wire that's in me.
Yeah. And I have to remind myself of that so that I don't hate you.
Well, that is crazy. All right.
Like, yeah, I mean, you asked me.
Maybe your relationship isn't that well, buddy.
I've got to go home and ask some questions.
Because we're finding out a lot of shit right now. I didn't know that you felt that way, Gregory. You know what?
Not that I would, like, I wouldn't be comfortable hating you. You know what I mean?
Fine.
I'm just saying I have to keep being like, all right, like, Ricky's going to be mad for however long he's going to be mad.
I'm usually not mad that long. A couple minutes.
It's not long. And
I just don't know why whenever.
But it puts me through stress that I don't want to deal with either.
Do you think I want to deal with it?
No, I'm just saying you are the one. I'm not putting you through stress. You're putting me through stress that I don't want to deal with. And I'm like, that's your boy.
I maybe understand you're dealing with stuff, and that's just the way it.
Once, like maybe one time every 6 months.
Yeah, it's not not often that me and you have big arguments.
So once every 6 months, not that bad. You should be able to deal with that.
But I don't want to.
Don't matter if you want to or not. You think I want to?
No, I don't think you do. But it's outside of me.
Would I like being in a good mood, having a good time, everything running smooth? Yes, bro.
I don't ever bring that kind of emotion to our conglomerate here.
But like I said, the only way I ever feel like I can talk to somebody about something is if I just say fuck and end up blowing up. You know what I mean? Like, because you might do something to me and I'll let it slide for right now. And then something else might happen. He might do something.
Yeah.
He might do something. And then eventually whoever's around me,
they're going
to get the blowback from that. And that is one of my problems. You know what I mean? And that is just who I am. And
I was in a relationship with a female like that. Like, I'd let her.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm a female.
No, I was saying I'd let her do all this dumb shit for a long time. And then eventually I'd blow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's everybody can relate. Well, most people can relate to that.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
and it's not, you know, we always know that's not the way. You're always supposed to just kind of let things out, talk as it's happening. But
communication is hard.
But yeah, you let stuff build up inside, and it's when
I try to communicate with you. I try to talk to you.
Yeah.
You just say something the dumbest shit whenever I'm trying to have a serious talk.
Sometimes, yeah.
You say really dumb shit.
But I take my blame. I'm like,
the day before we come up here, said some more dumb shit, and it's just I don't even know if. I don't know, man. You know what? And I'm an overthinker too. Yeah. And that's one of my other problems is I overthink everything. Every situation I think about it. Like I always talk without thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I talk and then I think about what I just talked about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe I should have worded that different, blah, 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 but I already said it, so now I got to stand on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That I learned like, okay, admit when you're wrong. And I learned that through my relationship with Kelly because like a lot of times I tell her something, and I'm like, I should have said the same thing I said, but worded it differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. But like with the overthinking shit, was that what I was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a good point that I was about to make.
My bad. It'll come back to you.
Yeah, well, anyways, yeah, I'm just overthinking. And I think that's where a lot of our problems come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Greg just does a lot of shit, though, that makes it hard to not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I
Get
mean, you're
mad
on
and
here
all.
admitting that you have a mental health problem
Yeah, well, I never said I didn't.
and saying that I don't. So,
Like today, I was all like, he was like, Dante was like, when's the 20v1 going to be? I was like, oh, Greg's working on it. I told him last week to start playing it. So you never said that. I was like, I literally messaged you and said that, bro.
Well,
he just does shit like that. You know what I mean? And which eventually over time, it's like, I get upset. You know what I mean? And then he will expect me not to be upset. And then it's all like, I'm the bad guy. Once I get upset, I'm always the bad guy. He can never just be like, yeah, Ricky, I was wrong. I got to apologize, which is weird as fuck because I don't even like apologizing, but I do it because I know Greg's real sensitive, like something like a female.
I'm not sensitive at all. You're the sensitive one. I'm not sensitive at all toward anything. Like,
I agree.
I really ain't, Ricky. You are the most sensitive person I've ever met, and I mean that.
You know what's crazy, though, is we come on here and he just has done nothing but try to bash me.
You're on here trying to say that I'm at fault for something that maybe, yeah. You said start planning for it. I didn't.
What's the fuck does that mean? If
Like-
I say, hey, I'm going to come up with all the contestants, all the people, plan for it.
I told you I'm gonna be a great host.
What the fuck?
I said when you
We don't
send
need
me
a host. I mean, I don't even. That's why I was just letting you run with that. We don't even need a host. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
said
a
when
host.
you start sending me names of people that's going to be on it, I'll come up with funny ways to introduce them. I'm going to hold the
That's not
microphone.
how it's going to go. Have you never watched the 20 vs. 1?
Yeah, I know there's usually not a host.
There's not going to be a host.
Well, there's a host, but he's usually off camera.
Yeah.
I was just thinking I'd just stand there.
Yeah, well, that's not
hold
how
the
I want this one ran. I don't want it to be different.
You are we gonna have balloons?
No.
All right. Well, I know some of them have balloons.
Right or left. Go on, get, bitch.
Yeah, but you said there's only one female.
I'm thinking about doing two. I'm thinking about me doing 20 vs. 1.
You versus 20 girls.
20 females, yeah.
All right. Well,
Because I think that'd be funny. Could you imagine how many bitches I could break down, make cry? God damn. But,
all right. Back to what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I will.
Hold
you
on,
got to
right
be
back.
cool with the Columbia thing.
No, I don't want to do it to Columbia. What I want to do it at, I'll tell you.
We're gonna take a commercial break. Make sure you go to the local and drink some beer. So anyway, like I was saying, yeah, go get you some drinks at the local, but not if you're feeling depressed. You should probably just.
If you're feeling depressed, dude, and you want to
Talk to
drink, dude,
someone.
you can drink. There's nothing wrong with drinking. Just don't overdo it. Don't do what I do. You know what I mean? And I encourage everybody. You know what I mean? If you feel like having a drink, have a fucking drink. Don't drink the way I drink. I didn't. And I'd be telling my boys this. I'd be telling him this. Don't try to keep up with me, dude.
Yeah.
I am someone that hates their life. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, buddy, I hate my life, dude. I'm drinking like this, not because I'm celebrating. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not celebrating nothing, buddy. I'm drinking like this because it sucks.
It's an escape. It's an escape from.
I might fuck around. You know, I ain't cried in a long time. I ain't cried in years. And my eyes have watered like 3 times a day.
I noticed your eyes a little watery earlier,
Yeah.
but
They barely keep watering. But the only thing I don't like about it, whenever my eyes, whenever they water, they start burning real bad on the insides.
that's because your tears are made of alcohol.
No, bro. Last time I actually cried, whenever Robert moved to Kansas, when my brother
Oh,
moved
you
to
told me you was in the shower.
Yeah, and
your
it
eyes
was-
was burning and shit. He's
Yeah.
like, "What's wrong with me?"
Yeah,
It's just
like
tears.
it was like instantly I was sad over my brother and I started crying, and it took me out from being sad to like I was actually in pain. Like, oh fuck, because like even when my eyes water, it hurts real bad, like pain, like it burns, bro. Feels like you're getting fucking maced, and I don't know if it's just because I don't cry,
Yeah, they ain't broke in yet. They ain't broke in enough yet.
Yeah, like maybe my fucking my tear ducts are fucking maybe like shut. You know what I mean? And it's like whenever it starts getting water, yeah, it's ripping open. It hurts. I'm not playing. Like it physically hurts whenever my eyes get watery or I cry at all.
I feel like that's why I want to do therapy, so I can cry. Cause like you can't cry in front of anybody.
Well, I don't even know. I'm always sad, bro, and like I listen to nothing but sad music, and I'm fucking completely blacked out. Do you know what I mean? Like that's usually why I drink like that, so I can't cry. Because whenever I was younger, I would cry, and I just can't cry no more.
Yeah, I cried in front of my mom and Kelly like a month ago because I saw my son that I'm not allowed to see anymore at the dollar store, and he recognized me and talked to me and shit. I can't even talk about this right now because I'll cry. But I cried in front of my mom and Kelly. I felt really fucking weird about it because I ain't cried in a long, like, forever.
Yeah.
So it didn't hurt, but I mean, you know, it hurt, but the tears didn't burn.
The tears didn't burn.
So I don't know what your tears are made of, buddy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like I said, it's just a real bad pain whenever I cry. Like a bad pain.
Definitely nothing wrong with it. They were coming flooding. Let them
No, they
flow
won't.
out.
Dog,
Yeah,
I
that's
swear to
what
God,
I'm saying,
they'll water up.
Yeah.
And they usually don't even water up. Today they watered up 3 times.
Yeah.
Where I was talking about my brother earlier, they watered up.
I think
Just
crying's good.
I do too. There's nothing wrong with crying. I wish, I swear to God, I wish that I could cry more. I might get drunk tonight and try to cry.
I
Bro,
feel that.
I want to. I really, truly, I feel like it would let out and make me feel better. I truly believe that.
Oh,
bro.
it's a release.
I just don't know how to.
Weight
I don't
lifted.
I don't know what's going to make me cry.
A lot of times for
I'll
me,
send you
I-
some mean texts tonight. See if
My brother called me a fat ass last night, bro. Whenever I was already about to kill myself, and that just, like, I was like, damn, dude. That fucking sucked. You know what I mean? There they go, watering again. I wish, maybe I just need smacked in the nuts or something.
So let's
I don't know, though. I wish, I keep on staring at that light, hoping it
that light does make your eyes water. That
Yeah.
motherfucker's bright.
That's probably why my eyes keep on watering. Keep on seeing, like, lines. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, if you cry, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. Bro, there's... Some girl earlier called me gay because she said I act feminine.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with society. I'm not gay at all. At all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're going to call me gay because I was all like, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She said, prove it.
She's looking for some dick, bro.
I said, how you want me to do that? I didn't open her message after I got nervous.
Can't do it right now.
I should open it right now and just read it off. Yeah, I mean, like I said though, bro,
I think
life is just a wild thing, ain't it?
it is, and I think that a lot of people need to. I mean, and this is coming from somebody who doesn't deal with it, but I think a lot of people need to be like, you know what, life is gonna have ups and downs, and you're gonna go through a lot of shit. Just don't fucking kill yourself. Like it will.
Yeah, it don't make nothing better. It makes everything a whole lot worse. Because all that does at that point is just affect everybody around you.
You pass on a lot of pain to
A
a
lot
lot
of pain to
people.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And that's bro, I swear to God, swear to it. If it wasn't for my kids and my brother and my mom and my dad now that I'm cool with my mom and dad, you know what I mean? Now that I'm cool with my mom and dad, because I used to not really be fans of them. But since all this shit happened with my mom, you know what I mean? We've rekindled our little relationship. But if it wasn't for my brother, because I know they would fuck my brother up. I saw how sad he was over our older brothers dying. And you know what I mean? He wasn't he wasn't close to them like he is me.
Yeah.
You mean me and Robert's like this, which he was close with our older brothers, Tommy and Eddie, shout out. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I just saw how bad that shit hurt Robert, and I think it would suck for him if I died.
Yeah.
It would suck for me if he died. I think if Robert died, I'd probably act upon a lot of shit that I want to do, just because I know I wouldn't want to be alive long. You know what I mean?
He's like an anchor for you in a way. Like
Oh yeah, he's the main person that keeps me around. He's the main person that keeps me around. And I feel like if he wasn't around, I would do a lot of shit, a lot of bad shit.
very self-destructive at a bare minimum.
Oh, that'd be bad.
I think Robert also gives you like a a positive. You know what I mean? Y'all came out the same house. Robert's like, you know what I mean, a good person.
He's a really good person. He's the best person I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't understand. Like, and me and him so different. What?
Y'all are very different, but I don't know if
What'd
Robert.
you say about him?
I don't know if he's the best person, you know?
Robert definitely is.
That's crazy.
Robert don't put me down, and Robert cooks for me. If me and Robert have arguments, if I get mad at my brother and I cuss him out and boom, boom, whatever, he will come. He will drive to my house and apologize. You know what I mean? Because he knows how I am.
Yeah.
He don't sit there and be like, "All right, fuck it then. Fuck you."
I literally
Start stomping his feet and shit like you do.
I don't do any of that.
You get real sassy, bro, whenever we start arguing. Robert will come down and he'll be like, "Look."
I argue back. Like,
yeah, Robert, he'll come down and he'll be like, "Look, bro, whatever I did, I'm sorry. I apologize."
I don't believe he does that.
I swear to God, he does.
I don't believe
He
that.
started doing that whenever we lived out front of Wayne Hills, because me and him went a long time without fighting, and then we got in a real bad fight one day, and I wanted to fight him so bad I was ready to beat the fuck out of him. I can't even whoop him. But
Yeah,
I was,
you was ready to get your ass
I was,
kicked.
I was ready to get my ass kicked. But I was like, I'm punching on this motherfucker. I told him, I was like, pull up, I'm punching on you. He pulled up, and when I saw him, I said, "Oh, well, I guess he wants it." But he was like, "Come out here," and I went out there, and he had to talk with me. He was like, "Look, bro, we're not kids no more. We can't fight." He was like, "I love you." Gave me a hug and apologized. And it was something I got mad about.
That's a real positive way to handle
That's
something like
Yeah.
that.
And then another time, I had him and a couple other of our friends, Mikey and Justin, and I had a few of my friends with me. And I was wanting to go shoot somebody. And I had them come down with their guns. And I had all my guns. I had the M16, MAC-10. I had every gun that I had. And I was trying to talk them in to rolling with me for me to kill this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they was trying to talk me out of it, and I was like, I pushed Robert, and I was like, "You're supposed to fucking love me. If I want to do this, you got to go with me." And he was like, "I don't think you should do it." And I was really going to kill the guy. Couldn't find him. We went there, and Robert went. He rolled with me. I tried fighting him. He rolled with me. He's a rider for sure. That motherfucker, I swear to God, it don't matter. He'll go me and him into a fucking army of people, dude. If I say I'm gonna go do something, that motherfucker's right there. But he always knows that I've always been like that for him. I don't give a fuck who it is, bro.
Yeah, but Robert ain't trying to kill people.
Yeah, but Robert's had me try to kill people. I remember whenever I was a kid, I was telling someone about this story the other day. We lived right here on Jackson Street. My mom and dad was arguing. My dad left. Me and Robert was in bed. Robert come woke me up, and he was all like, "Hey, there's some guy in mom's bed that's not dad." And I was only like 3 or 4. The only reason why I remember it because it was so traumatic to me.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't tell this story.
Yeah, well, I was a little kid, but our Uncle Jake gave Robert this sword with it had like brass knuckles on it, and Robert was all like, gave it to me, and he was all like, "Go in there and hit him in the head with it." And I was like 3 or 4, so I was like, "Oh, I'm going in here, I'm whacking him."
Yeah.
And the guy was laying right here on this side of the bed. My mom was on the other side of the bed. I remember I lifted the sword up and I was about to just crank him, and my mom woke up, and it was just bad. I don't know if she beat me or what happened after that, because I was like, all I remembered, like, it just kept on running in my head, like, because at that age, you don't really understand you're about to kill somebody.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, in my head, all I could remember was, like, oh, I'm about to kill somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he told me what to do. Like, I knew if I was hitting him in the head with a sword, it wasn't going to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, like, I've watched some wild porns. But, so I knew it wasn't going to be a good thing. And, yeah, so Robert, he set me up for the wheel a couple times. One time I was asleep up in Wayne Hills, and my brother used to work at Speedway, and he would deal with all the crackheads and shit. If he ever had a problem, he'd call me, like, boom. He called me one night, and he was like, "Hey, this dude's down here running his mouth, blah, blah." And I hear the dude in the background. Robert's like, "Hold on, my brother's on his way, I really wasn't on my way yet. I was like, fuck, you feel me? I'm just waking up. It's like 1 in the morning. And but I'm like, shit, I got to get there. I'm running. I take off running out the front door. I'm running all the way through Wayne Hills. I lived on the bottom of 2009, apartment B. I'm running to the top of the hill. I see a little kid's bike down there by the steps. Boom, grab the bike, take the bike. I ride the bike to Speedway. I stole a little girl's bike and rode it to Speedway. And then got down there, the dude was gone. I went back up there. Robert told me where the dude lived, because the dude was like, "Tell him to come up there." And then me and Redmond went to the guy's house, And I was trying to beat dude up, and he was standing there in the doorway with his kids. I was like, I'll beat your fucking kids up too.
Mike
But yeah,
Tyson
Robert's
shit.
like, yeah, Robert's. But we've just always been like that. Like, if I tell Robert to do something, he'll do it. If he tells me to do something, I'll do it. Not necessarily like, you feel me, like.
Yeah.
But Robert will try to talk sense into me. He'll be like, "Are you sure?" Boom, boom, boom. If it's for a good cause, he's with me. He's with me no matter what. But if it's for a good cause, he's down to ride.
Yeah.
If it's a bad cause, he'll try to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
But he's like, fuck, I can't let you
Make
go
sure you're
alone."
seeing it all the way through here.
He'll try to talk me out of it. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying though, with me and Robert though, yeah, we just got this relationship to where he loves me so much, and I love him so much that I don't want to let him down. He don't want to let me down, and he's someone I look up to because, like I said, I mean, fuck, we went through the exact same childhood, and he just turned out to be great. Like that motherfucker is such a good guy. He has so much money and everything, and they're trying to get me to ride to Tennessee this weekend on our motorcycles, and I'm just afraid to tell him no. I don't want to go because I'm scared.
Scared of what? Why don't you
It's
want
supposed
to
to rain the whole ride.
Oh.
It's cold, and it's gonna rain. They want to ride I've never even been on a 6-hour ride. And you want me to ride in the dark and the cold and the rain all the way down to fucking Nashville, Tennessee. And I was all like, bro, he keeps calling me every day. You ready to go this weekend, bub? And I'm like, yeah. And because I want to tell him no, but so I might have to fuck around and do it. And I'm scared to death. I'm scared, bro. I've been in bike wrecks. So I've wrecked like 3 times on a motorcycle, 2 times. So I'm scared to death. And
Yeah,
he's just
had an uncle have another motorcycle wreck there a few weeks ago. He broke his back and stuff on there. Down
yeah. My dad
night riding late.
I broke
down
this. I
Kentucky.
only broke my foot. I broke my foot completely in half. My first time riding on the highway. I was riding to my brother's house in Kentucky. Me and Justin Golly got off the road. Boom, boom. This old lady was like not parked, but she was like stopped at the stop sign in the middle of the street. And I was on a 750 Honda Magna, and my back tire was completely bald. So it was either hit this old lady head on, because like I said, I wasn't a good rider when I first started, or try to go in this yard. I went in this yard, tried to come out the yard. Back tire was completely bald. It just flew out from underneath me, threw me off the bike. The bike fucking completely went down, smashed my foot, head hit off the ground, but I was wearing a helmet. That was my first time ever wearing a helmet. So the helmet saved me, or I'd have fucking busted my shit. But my foot, it broke completely in half, bro. And then the second time we was out in the woods, and you know where Camp Oyo is?
Oh, yeah.
On the west side? Them woods?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we was coming down this fucking part, and I was flying, dude, and there's this turn that's like this, literally like this, and it says go like 10 miles per hour, but I was, you know what I mean, riding, flying, playing music real loud, and I took that turn whenever I did, bro. It was me, TJ Hensley, Jimbo, Robert, Jeff, Scaff. It was a bunch of us. I went into that ditch, bro, whenever I did, and it like rained the night before, so it was like it was mud. So I go in this ditch, I try to come out the ditch, bike comes up, goes right back down, then I'm doing this, and I'm going like 30 at this point. I'm trying to slow down, and then my bike said, whew, fell on top of me. It fucked me up too. And it was like, oh my God. So I just get real nervous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get real nervous with riding.
Yeah.
And it's weird, I probably shouldn't think like that. Every time I ride, like I said, but I'm an overthinker. Every time I ride, I'm like, dude, I could wreck any second and die. Do you know what I mean?
At least that should at least help you be safe then, if you're going to be concerned about it. I was going to study for mine at one point.
Did you see that?
What?
Are you fucking with me?
No, what was it?
A laser light?
No, ain't no laser lights in here, bro. That fucking CIA. I told you that last pod, bro.
Did you really not just see that? Y'all was fucking with me.
I swear to God, I'm not.
No, I ain't got no laser lights.
Swear on something.
I swear on your life.
Are you fucking with me, wasn't you?
No, bro, what are you talking about?
I just saw it touch him and then go all the way around.
What? After that last pod we did, it ain't even out yet.
No, it wasn't. It was a yellow dot.
Nah. Tripping, bro.
You need more sleep.
No, I swear to God. I slept last night good.
DJ, what else you got to touch on, bro? Because there's not really a laser light. No, nobody's really fucking.
I swear on Matt's grave that just happened.
None of us saw it.
Now y'all got me feeling stupid as fuck, dude, because I feel like one of y'all's fucking with me.
That's a 2 hour mark, too.
All right, keep going.
DJ?
Well, I know something I'd like to say when it comes to mental health and like people seeking help is generally someone that gets in bad shape. They're not going to go seek help themselves or not going to ask for help a lot of the times. They might need encouragement to go get help. So I would encourage people to be proactive. If you got friends or loved ones, deal with this and they seem to become withdrawn or become distant or something, reach out to them. These people aren't going to reach out to them, see if they're all right, because they're not probably going to do that themselves. And they're in that dark of a place. I mean, that's when bad things happen. We've seen people that we see after someone might take their life or something, then people would say, hey, just reach out to us, when you're feeling bad. But that's not going to happen. We're not going to reach out. Generally, I mean, everybody's different, but it seems like most people, when you get that dark, if we was going to reach out, we would have done it and not gotten that bad of shape to begin with. We would have already been seeking that help. So I'd say if you got people in your life, loved ones, friends, family, or people they know, I would encourage them to be proactive and reach out to these people, make sure they're all right. And because you hear about, even if you talk about being outgoing and everything like that, at times I'll be that way, and you always hear the famous story of say Robin Williams. These are comedians, people out there making people laugh all the time, and then the rest of the story with Robin Williams,
which was shocking to all of us.
Yeah, I mean. And that's Williams. Usually what they say. It's how it's like the old Smokey Robinson, tears of a clown. It's like
I feel like that's
a real thing.
That puts that makes it hard because it's like you.
Damn, pick it up.
Oh, that's my phone. Oh, needed that. You don't know. You know what I mean? Like, especially like somebody like Robin Williams. Like everybody knows.
Yeah,
Robin nobody thought that was going to happen, and it's like, how do you? Like, you just gotta search for little possibilities.
Just be aware. I mean, I couldn't give you an answer here. I would just try to be aware of, like, if you because you're right. If you don't know somebody's got an issue, you have no clue. You know what I mean? But if you know somebody might be struggling with something like that, or if you heard they might, and that would just be my advice. Maybe reach out, just check on them, make sure, hey, you doing okay? You know what I mean? You're all right. We're here if you need us. Stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, because it does mean a lot to motherfuckers, especially like with me. I don't like it usually because I don't like motherfuckers knowing, like, all the time that I'm depressed. I used to not to. But now that I talk about it, it's not as bad no more. But like with my brother last night, my brother messaged me after I talked to him, and he was all like, "Are you good?" Blah blah. Just look, even though I was good, you know what I mean? Even though I wasn't good, I was good. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It makes you have to do a little check yourself.
Yeah. He said
I'm
that, and I was like, yeah, I'm already out. You feel me? Because I called him before I left the house, because at that point I didn't know what I was doing or what my plan was. I just knew, hey, I'm feeling some type of way. So I'm going to call my brother, see if he wants to get a beer. And then whenever I was out, I just stopped at Tim Hortons and got my hot chocolate. That's whenever he was all like, "Are you good, bro?" He said, "You seem sad." I was like, "I'm not sad, dude." You mean? But yeah, just check on people, dude.
Yeah, I feel like people are so busy, it's hard to check on people.
It is.
You're never too busy to message somebody and say, "I don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
No,
you're never too busy to say.
I mean, maybe not, but it's like you got so many different things going on in your life and in your mind. You ain't. That's not the first thing in your mind.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not. But like, if you're close with somebody, don't get me wrong. If it's some random motherfucker, obviously. You ain't gonna check on them.
I mean, there's been times I've seen people post shit on Facebook, and I'm like, man, somebody should reach out to them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it should be me. I don't even know him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But sometimes it's good to do that. If you see somebody,
I think about it.
It can really save a life.
Yeah.
I know, and that's what I think about. I'm like, maybe it should be me. You know what I mean? Even though I don't know this person at all.
Like, even if you don't feel like it should be, sometimes it should be, because like I said, I mean, like, the littlest things can save somebody's life. Just to show them that, hey, because they might feel like no one cares about them, that it's easier just to kill themselves, and then just having some random motherfucker be like, hey, man, I don't know what you're going through, but head up, type shit. That can save a motherfucker from killing themselves right there.
Yeah.
So if you do see somebody with struggling with shit and they're posting about it, because a lot of people post not for, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never posted to get sympathy through my depression, because I mean, there's nothing you can say that I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, like, oh, they love me because they're checking on me. No. But whenever I talk about it, I never talked about it until I realized me talking about it could help a motherfucker. And I never even knew that me talking about it could help a motherfucker until I talked about it one time on the podcast forever ago. And then I was having people message me on TikTok about it. I was having people message me on Facebook about it and sending me long paragraphs. like, bro, you was someone I wouldn't expect to have depression, and you opened up about it, blah, 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 and shit like that. And that's whenever I was like, okay, maybe I should talk about it more, because, I mean, fuck.
Well, it's an epidemic. Like, it's widespread, but where it's still taboo, because it's not as obvious as a broken leg or something like that.
Yeah.
There's just all these stigmas around it that it's necessary that we talk about it. And, you know, as hard as it might be to talk about your own personal stuff, you just got to put it out there, because it's going to help people, and especially more people get comfortable talking about it, and it will save lives. There's zero doubt, because it's a full epidemic. No matter if you got there through your own choices, got you kicked it all in, or if you've been dealing with it since you was a little kid, it's just a growing number of more people dealing with it. Because the world's hard, the world's freaking wild and crazy place, and getting crazier by the moment. So that's putting added pressure on the human brain, and not everybody can tolerate it. And then they don't know how to handle it when shit gets hard, you know. And that's
I'm one of those people that can't tolerate a lot on my plate.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
I mean, whenever I feel like I got a lot on my plate, I shut down or fucking I trip out. And some motherfuckers feel like they got a lot on their plate and they kill themselves. You know what I mean? And I think that, you know what I mean, like I said, just little shit. I mean, little shit matters. Just being, like I said, even being nice. That's why I'm nice to a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I mean? I'm nice to people just because, like, I'll message people back that I don't even want to message back. But I'm like, man, I get a lot of weird shit. A lot of weird shit happens. Like the other night, that motherfucker at the bar the other night, I don't know if he was trying to kill me or fuck me, but he was like, I just wanted to meet you. After you staring at me for 10 minutes, buddy, I shouldn't even have met you, but I still shook your hand and shit, talked to you for a second. I left, for sure left right after that. But talked to you for a minute, but like, you never know. You know what I mean? You don't know what bro was dealing with that day. You know what I mean? And maybe he watched our videos and was like, oh, because when I go out, people talk to me about the videos and shit. So maybe he watched the videos and was like, hey, I want to talk to him for a second, type shit. You know what I mean? So it could have been something like that. Maybe he was just having a bad day. And something I've said, he felt, you know what I mean? So that's how I try to think about it. And I was fucked up and still had a conversation with him. But I was freaked out at first because I was like, why is he staring at me so hard? TJ, Jay Moss, everybody was out there about to beat this dude up because this dude like wanted to meet me so bad. Like 30 people was trying to beat him up.
Yeah.
Brandon, the bouncer, shout out Brandon, still my boy. Brandon threw the dude and all that. And I don't know what Cuz was on. I don't know what kind of day he was having. But shit, me taking that couple minutes out of my time to actually talk to him could have, you know what I mean, helped him out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how I think about shit, because, like, you know what I mean?
That's a good point. I feel like a lot of people don't think, like, oh, let me put myself in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah. Well, and I did that while I was drunk, too. I'm talking about I was fucked up. Mm-hmm. Fucked up. Because how much would a dickhead, because, I mean, I'm not famous, you feel me? But I do have a lot of people that know me. And when I'm out, sometimes it gets like a little overwhelming. Yeah. Never too much, but it's like sometimes it can be in certain situations.
Not to the point where you can't kind of enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like last night, whenever I posted, I was up there and shit, and that happened. That was different just because like I was in the state of mind that I was in, and I never in a million years expected me to post that I was there and someone to pull up on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was a little freaky. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
because I'm talking about, I saw him pull up and I was like, oh, it's just someone coming up here to enjoy the view. They pulled up right next to me. What's up, Ricky? I was like, ah, fuck. What if I was really about to kill myself, bro? Just run it. And now I feel like I can't. You know what I mean? Finish my hot chocolate and shit, dude. Right after that's whenever I got out and made that video. I was like, this is my calling, dude. This is what I need to do.
Well, I mean, and like you said, you've been praying. Maybe this is God talking to you.
Oh, I mean, I always pray, but I'm telling you.
But I'm saying, like, you're getting feedback in a way.
Something was different. Yeah, something's different. Something in my soul was telling me that I'm doing good with what I'm doing, but I need to do more. Something different. Because not all the time do I need to be funny, but I don't ever all the time try to be funny. I just like to be funny and have a good time. That way, I don't kill myself. But now me talking about it's helping me out too.
No.
And you know what? I don't think it was a laser light. I think I've been looking at that light, staring at it.
You was tripping.
Seeing a little yellow dot.
Yeah.
It was just one little yellow dot. I think that's what happened, dude. But it started on you, bro. Went this way, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Thought I was one of them Terminator machines there.
No, I thought he was fucking with me. I thought he
really ain't.
signed it too and signed over there, and that's why I was like, what the fuck?
Ain't got no
And then I
laser
started
light.
thinking, man, was it a fucking lightning bug? Because I saw one of those in my house the other day. But anyways, though, DJ, man, thank you for coming on. It was a
Guys,
pleasure having you again. I actually had a really good time talking to you.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm happy we did this. I hope that this can help some motherfucker out. You know what I mean? Even if it helps one, that's still one.
That's
That's always
a
the
victory.
goal. And for anybody that watches this, just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not the nicest person in the world, but being nice to a motherfucker can really make a motherfucker's day better. You know what I mean? And
I feel like
just
there's a lot
checking
of strength
people.
in being nice to people.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I was kind of just weird, cocky dude,
Yeah.
and now I've got so comfortable with myself that I'm like super nice to everybody I encounter.
Yeah.
And
I used to be a
I find
dickhead.
strength in that.
Yeah, I used to be a dickhead, and I'm not no more. I mean, sometimes I can be, but you know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, I know that everybody goes through their own shit, even if you're not going through depression, any type of mental health problems. Motherfuckers still go through shit. People can just have a bad day, bro, and just be on the verge of having a lot on their plate, and you know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, just the change starts within you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That was a good one, wasn't
That
it?
was a good one.
It was. That's the name of the podcast. That's it. Remember that. The change starts within you. That was good, bro. I'm good at those. Anyways, like I said, thank you for coming on. Like, share, subscribe. Check out my man. We got any shows coming up or anything soon?
I'll be in Moorhead Saturday. Well, you'll be a week out of the year. Not really. Not really. I'm taking a little break. Just doing a lot of videos. Going to do a lot of videos of me singing and stuff. So.
Yeah. I love your one song, bro. What's the name of it? I listened to it the other day.
The one that's on like The Truth, maybe.
The
or,
Truth. Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah.
We're actually going to get drunk and listen to that later. I want you to listen. It's actually super good. He got some voice.
I almost brought the guitar. I was like, well, shit, I might have to sing him something or something, but I actually kind of forgot. But
Voice of an angel, but the song's actually fire. But anyways, like, share, subscribe. We're out.